Hello everybody, Salmiran here. Welcome back to a new episode of Hearts of Iron 4, playing with Germany. Let's go on with the game and let's see what's gonna happen next. Now we are in 2038 and as you can see we are having a casus belli against North Korea. Now the question is, shall we launch the attack or shall we wait? Now first of all, as you can see, we're having these guys preparing. We got insufficient naval supremacy in the Yellow Sea. Alright, basically before we're gonna start the attack, I think we should do this. We should also use the decryption here against them. And we should finish them off because I think that we have just justified against them. So, take North Pyongyang from North Korea, expires on 15th of August 2038, so expires pretty fast. Now, of course, we're gonna need some ships here. Let's see, we must have some ships in the nearby area. There you go, this guy is the nearby area. Now we can send them right here in order to close the North Koreans. So I don't know what exactly that means. Right, so we're gonna send them all here, I think. They're gonna all move to Yellow Sea, which is alright. Let's send them. And I think that we can declare war on these guys right away. We don't need to send any planes. I don't think we need this. It's going to change European influence in Korea, but it doesn't really matter. The important is that we're gonna do our job. So let's start the offensive with this dude. Let's see how it's... Oh, it's gonna look very good. Now we can attack with these guys too here. So let's do it. And with these guys too, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit and we're gonna have naval supremacy. Now the ships are still coming. But as you can see, we are pushing forward now. We have taken this. We got only 4 units, but of course we're gonna go with even more units because we need to make sure that we're gonna finish this war very fast. The Luftwaffe. Let's just send all of them here. And we will start right away with glider planes and well-planned attack. And here I'm just waiting to launch the invasion. We can launch the invasion as well. Well-planned attack as well. Naval assault attack. So we should take North Korea in style. Let's see if this is going to work. 99%. They got only one division that is not even prepared for that. And here, as you can see, we're attacking, but we're not doing anything. Doesn't look good at all. But let's see, if we're gonna take them out here, then maybe it's gonna work. Alright, so let's start also an offensive with our Marines. And we're gonna try to push them back here. Now, as you can see, we got a lot of troops. Oh man, they have taken out... How can this computer be so stupid, man? Okay, why don't you stop attacking? I take it back now, you morons. How this computer, this AI could be so retarded? That's unbelievable. No, I don't understand. Are they gonna... all of them... No, they're just gonna move back because we're gonna have to defend. This was so stupid. I mean, I thought that we're gonna move forward, but it doesn't really seem so. Pyongyang has been taken and retaken. Just looks absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. You cannot rely on the AI to do anything. Now, since the our troops will move forward now, I don't understand what they are doing. What exactly are they doing here? Yeah, we're still trying to take Pyongyang and they don't have air support. We got... Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to activate this against them. This is gonna give us a massive bonus. And instead we're gonna take Pyongyang back. Again, all of the troops are moving forward from this airplane. From this base. But it seems that we're still gonna move forward, although we're taking massive losses down here. This is not good at all. The best thing we can do is to encircle them. And with the huge amount of troops that we're attacking, I think we might have very good chances of doing so. This is exactly what we're gonna do with our Marines. We were just about to be wiped out here. To lose some troops. Luckily that did not happen. And the new attack. But I think that we're gonna be able to maintain this port now. Now we're trying to take Pyongyang with everything we got. They are also sending all of their troops against us here. And it has not been taken. because our troops are not able to move forward. Yeah, now it has been taken. This is good. It seems that we are just about to encircle a lot of North Korean divisions. If this is going to happen, I don't know for sure. Backdoor to Korea, this is good as well. And we had a battle here. Yeah, I see that we have taken some casualties, but we managed to sink a few North Korean ships. In fact, we had many battles. Okay, let's see if our Marines will be able to move forward or to push forward. So we are influencing the other nations. But we don't really have too much political power, simply because we are just influencing the other nations. I see that with the help of our Marines, we gotta move forward. Doesn't seem that North Koreans are able to do something about it. We're still sinking their fleet. They don't have a very big fleet, but they are still very powerful. Again, Italian elections. What kind of Italian elections are we talking about here? We're talking about no Italian elections. Now, they brought, of course, a lot of divisions. We're not able yet to encircle them. We're still struggling to push them back. And I think that we will. These guys are encircled, that's why they are managing to resist that much. Investment from Italy, let's accept it. And they bring even more units. It doesn't say this is gonna work. However, in some regions, it seems that we will advance no matter what, even if they have air support, but we have broken the enemy cipher. And this is gonna give us like a lot of bonuses. Also here, for example. Yes, we gotta move forward everywhere. No one can mess with our Marines, even if they have air support, as I said. And we took this. Now we're pushing them back even more. We might be able to encircle some of their troops here. This looks very dangerous. Yes, we did it. Now all these troops are being encircled. I think we're gonna wipe them out completely now. Important is that they're not gonna be able to recapture this port. Even if they will do so, we have united our front lines, meaning that we gotta do a good job right here. Defending. Now, as you can see, they're not gonna be able to take us out. We got a defense of 9,000 with this Marine division. Can you believe this? 9,000 troops? This cannot be true. Cannot be real. And we're finally having naval supremacy there. This is just great. Absolutely great. And soon we're gonna reach border with South Korea, which is right here in Kaesong. Our troops are moving on everywhere. Now, these troops are encircled. If you're gonna push them, if you're gonna attack them, we're gonna completely destroy them. Let's see if you're gonna be able to maintain this front line here. So, it doesn't even seem that the Marines are having any front line yet. Oh yes, they have it right there. But we're just gonna stop the offensive for the time being, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna entrench and wait. Now, theoretically, they are being able to push some of their troops back, but I think that we can attack. They got only a few units here, so let's launch a massive attack down here and try to pull them back. As you can see, we will be able to pull them back. I think that most of their divisions have arrived in here at the border with South Korea, but I think that with this Marines, we're going to be able to defend against them in case they will attack, of course. Now, we can do even something better. Let's just launch an attack here and try to fool them. See if we're gonna manage to fool them. Of course, they're bringing reinforcements, but it's too late for that. And then we're gonna... Right, we're gonna try to attack them directly over their invasion preparation speed, because we're just about to wipe out these divisions, and this could be good. This could give us some advances upon them. So this is a counter-attack. And of course we will try again. Let's go. Right, so we have destroyed a lot of their divisions, so you can just wait there now. They got here 2 divisions. Let's launch another attack on them. Nope. Wait, I think we could pull them back here. They got only a few divisions here as well, so we will try to push them back there as well. Let's see if it's going to work. Yes, and we did it. We got also the Deutsche Post Aktiengesellschaft. Where is Deutsche Post? Where is Deutsche Post here? Alright, we're gonna move on. We got the DHL is gonna grant supply consumption bonus. Digital era, so all of them are very good investments. Let's do them. And we're still gonna have some troops standing around here. This is the border with South Korea. Are they supported by someone? No, they have a good relationship with Bulgaria, but that's all that there is. Now, we could try to push them back here, but it's gonna cost us a lot. I think a good idea would be to start an invasion. It's very difficult to fight with they are in the mountains. They got their capital. And they still got a lot of divisions. I mean, they got 100 divisions, right? 176 divisions. When were they able to recruit all these divisions? Because they had like 100 before the war has started, as far as I remember. This is unbelievable, incredible how many bonuses the AI is having in this game, this campaign, whatever. This is just incredible. Now, we could launch, of course, some massive battles everywhere. As you can see, it says that we cannot do this because they have sent their troops all over the place now here. Now we're gonna have some real trouble taking them out. But I guess that we're not gonna have any other chance but to attack them. So we're just gonna launch a new frontier. And we're gonna try to break them. Let's see if this would work. Yes, it theoretically says it's gonna work. So the only attack is taking here place. We got 14 divisions. Now let's see if you could attack with our marines. They say yes. An attack here with just a few units. I'm not sure this is gonna bring anything. Same thing here. Paratrooper organization factor. Yeah, this is good. We're gonna also try to attack with our paratroopers. Although we might... Are we gonna push them back? Yeah, we're gonna push them back here in the mountains. We still got the cipher against them. We could of course use some airplanes, but I'm not quite sure whether to use them now. I think we should use them, by the way. I think they're gonna use some airplanes. Now let's see what we're gonna do here, because there is still something left to research. 1000 days, 800 days. This is gonna take way too much. Way too much time. Do we have anything else left? There is nothing else left to research. We could go on. Let's go on with this rocket. And yeah, I wanted to deploy some planes. Yeah, they're standing by. Now, we could send them here, but I think we got more than 100, right? So we're gonna need to find a bigger airfield. I guess here would be good. Let's go with it. It's only that it's gonna take a lot of time and they're gonna arrive. I'm not even sure where they're arriving from. And we have them now. Let's see what can we do. It says that all of them will try to attack. No, let's just select all. In fact, they are attacking ships, but I don't want them to attack. Go to close air support in Korea. Air superiority in Korea. Again, close air support. Interception, air superiority. And close air support. Accept that. They don't need to attack ships. We don't really need them to do that. This is just not important. So it says they move forward. I don't understand why did they move forward. Oh yes, I actually understand why. Now this looks very dangerous. Because they could break all the way up in this area. That would be pathetic. Let's see if you can push them back anyway. Now of course they're gonna try to move forward immediately. And they are really moving forward immediately. These guys are standing here. They are not doing anything, so let's go after them all over the place and let's finish them off. I think that by the time our guys will arrive, they're gonna completely destroy us. And I hate this. When these things happen, I just hate it. Because this thing should not have happened. In fact, what should happen is that we were supposed to be able to destroy them. And they were not supposed to be able to move forward. Okay, so we managed to resolve the situation here. Now we have encircled them here. They still got a port. And they don't have a good relationship with no one. Okay, wants to shut down an Islamist. Yeah, let's shut it down. Auto influencer report. Against North Korea again. Gaining inside technology, but it doesn't really seem so. Let's go with industry, still industry blueprints. Let's see if we're gonna be able to get through and advance. Okay, how about you guys try to push them back here, if you can. It doesn't seem so that we're gonna advance here. They still got a lot of divisions, such a tiny territory. Now, of course, some of them have been encircled and destroyed indeed, but this still makes them very powerful. A very powerful nation. Oh, we have another big fleet, but we're gonna use it later. I'm just gonna wait until it's gonna get even bigger. We haven't lost any ship here at the war with North Korea, but you never know what's gonna happen. So it says that we are attacking them here, but it doesn't seem that we're gonna do anything good. Right, somehow it seems that we will advance. Was that here? Getting insight in technology, and we have here. Still naval blueprints. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try to do this. Right, so I'm gonna be active there again. Are we gonna be able to advance here? It doesn't really seem so. We're losing too many troops and we're not advancing. Here, the same thing. No, we're not advancing. Of course, they're also counter-attacking. Well, it's gonna be difficult to break them now because they got so many divisions. Okay, let's try another tiny attack. Not with... What the bloody hell are you doing? No, we're not gonna make it, are we? And we got their support here? Oh yeah, they got a lot of planes. And they got a lot of missions. I think this is another problem they were facing down here. But I see that here we gotta be able to push forward. Let's see, let's have them with a well-planned attack. Yes, isn't it we're gonna push them back down here? This is unbelievable. Although they are bringing in a lot of reinforcements. And here nothing's gonna happen, right? Because they got some tanks that are firmly entrenched. It's very, very difficult to break them in the mountains. And they also got air support. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But we managed to push them back here. This is already good. Now we could of course attack directly their capital. Here we're gonna also be able to push them back because we are keeping them busy, and we did. So all in all, things are moving forward somehow. They're desperate, but we're gonna push them back everywhere. That's incredible. It's simply because we are having a very powerful force, and they're not able to reinforce. 44. Why don't you guys... Okay, what about here? What happened? Oh, so our guys are actually advancing down here. It would be good if we could somehow encircle them. That would be, of course, very good. Another investment from Italy. Let's go there. Yeah, if you could be able to encircle them, that would be really good. It didn't work. But if I knew... Okay, now it worked. Now you have encircled those dudes there. And these dudes here. So, somehow, I think we might be able to break them down here. We just send some reinforcements for a very nice attack. We're gonna take this port. We're gonna encircle so many of their units. And it seems that we are having such a big amount of attack forces so that they will never be able to break us. Here, I think we're gonna break them. Oh, we have a naval battle and we have taken massive losses, so we're gonna go right away and repair. I think they will also take a lot of losses here. Alright, so they got only a few units because I think we have managed to encircle some of them. 165, of course. They are still a big force to reckon with, North Koreans. Anyway, let's go on then. And we have encircled them here, but they could encircle us back, so we're gonna have to make sure that we're gonna do a proper encirclement before we're gonna attack further. They are the one to attack. No, it seems that we have pushed them back, and we're talking about a lot of divisions that we can encircle them. Now they are trying to break that, but it's not gonna work. Alright, some troops will move back here. You're gonna go again with well-planned attack in order to increase your chances, and they managed to take it back, but it doesn't last long. We have huge advantages against the North Koreans. As you can see, we have encircled them here. Now you're gonna launch an attack, they're gonna lose a lot of units. They don't even have a port. They have a coastal fortification, and I think that an attack will start here as well. I'm not sure what the AI is waiting for. I guess I'm just waiting for... Okay, we could build some fortifications. We're making for more political power in order to be able to do something. Because I would like to reduce autonomy in Iraq and Iran, and especially in Russia. That's all I want to do with our political power, is not too much stuff. And it seems that we're doing good here. We got a lot of fleets. I think we're going to do good with that fleet. We don't have to send any reinforcements. Alright, let's move on here. So time to get rid of some of their troops. So we're gonna attack with a big part of them. 64, and they got 23 divisions against our 32. As you can see, they're not gonna be able to launch any counter attack. We're gonna have to go on and repair with all of them. On the way to repair, then go ahead and do that fast. I don't know how it is that they managed to take so much damages. Right, let's finish them off here as well. 47 against their 48. 17 divisions against 48. So it's gonna be a show to watch. But I still got the capital there, and we're gonna take care of them as well. What is the matter here? Didn't I tell you to attack? Perhaps it didn't work. Whatever, let's just attack again. Let's see what the Marines will do here, because they are the only one to attack. With their help, we're gonna capture a lot of divisions. Isn't it? They are not really able to defend against our force. And it was very easy indeed. I didn't really expect to be that easy. The same thing is gonna happen here. Not really saying that we got some terrible situation, but actually it worked, so things are looking good. Now we're gonna encircle them here as well, so I think we can already start attacking them, even if we're not gonna do much. Because as you can see now, we are starting an encirclement of... This is their capital, and we're gonna wipe out a lot of divisions. They got 60, 70 divisions here. Can you believe this? And it's over. It's over, it's over, it's over. We have captured a lot of stuff here, a lot of type. So we're just gonna pacify North Korea again. Yeah, we have taken a few states, and now as you can see, our empire is growing stronger here, especially in Asia. Now we might have the possibility to go for South Korea. We can leave NATO, but I think I'm not gonna do this just yet. Yeah, we're gonna go on with that. And are we making... No, we're losing a lot of money. We got 3 billion, but we're losing a lot of money. We also got a huge amount of debt, 15 billion. How is that we got so much debt? We didn't really have ever so much debt. I don't understand how we're making. Okay, let's lease that from the Russians. This is gonna also give us some bonuses. So we could westernize Korea, Singapore, Japan. This is what we're gonna do next. We're in September, gonna wait until the 1st of January, and then we're gonna do this. Okay, we could select another national focus, and we're really gonna have to make more money, otherwise it's gonna be very bad. Supply consumption. The digital era, unlock digital era. Okay, that's good. And why are we losing so much money? It's because unemployment. Let's check. Yeah, unemployment is still huge indeed. Minus 38 now, so we're not gonna lose too much at this moment. And that was all. We have some reinforcements here from Canada that we're not gonna need. Okay, we have a lot of troops that are being stocked in here, but it seems that we're not taking attrition, which is good. Now we should also stop with our ships. We should send them to repair. And what about the airplanes? Actually, I'm gonna leave them because the next we're gonna attack Korea, so we're gonna have to be prepared for an attack against them. But as I said, we're just gonna wait a little bit. And what else do we have here? Nothing interesting. We had another battle. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to check that we're gonna pay back our debt. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me just print some money. 9,000. This is good. Now this is gonna have more money. But somehow our debt is increasing and I don't understand why. Investment from Italy. Yes. Let's see. We got not a great relationship with Korea, which means that we're going to be able to attack them. However, the Americans are having some military bases, theoretically, and they have non-aggression pact with Poland. I think that Iran can become free theoretically, or Iraq. It's gonna take forever anyway. Yes, against Korea is also gonna be a difficult situation. Now, of course, we could launch an invasion as well. For example, here, and from here we can expand. Let's see how many divisions they have. They also got, yeah, they also got like 70 or 60. They got less than North Korea. That is true, but they are still a power to reckon with. And I also wanted to check a situation in Africa, because I heard about a state that was increasing in power. This one, Republic of South Africa, which is South Africa. Wow, take a look how many subject states they got. Angola has expeditionary forces, but they're not at war with anyone. Suppress subjects. African Union reforms. Okay, this is very interesting. A very interesting African Union member. This is a very interesting nation here. They got so many puppet states. African Cameroon, Mozambique. Basically, if you're gonna declare one of them, so they are all together. All of Africa is united, including Algeria. Is an autonomous region of Republic of Africa that could actually get united. Although they don't say here. I mean, take a look how many nations they have. Even Chad? No, Chad is independent. Basically, we have common border with them, like right here. If you're gonna attack them, we're gonna have a total war, and the good point is that we might be able to take all of Africa. I mean, not all of it, but almost all of it. Wow, that would be incredible. And I think this is what I'm gonna do. But first, I would like to pacify this region here, including Japan, and then we're gonna move forward. Now we're gonna have, of course, some massive battles down here. They could also invade us. We're gonna have to encircle them with our ships. And we're gonna try to move on through Ethiopia, which is also a part of Africa. This is a nice alliance they have made, like, completely. It's going to be very difficult, of course, to defeat them, but I think we're gonna do it in this area. Eritrea doesn't seem to be with them. So basically, this is all. We're also talking about Algeria, which means that they could invade us around here. We're gonna have to send a lot of fleets to navigate through this area. And Tunisia as well. They're also part of Africa. We don't have the best relationship with them. Different outlook. Yeah, but in one war, we're gonna be able to take all of Africa, almost. We could expand through here, move on, and also in Eritrea, Senegal, Madagascar. Yeah, Madagascar also. All the way up to Republic of Africa. I didn't really expect them to be so powerful. And we're gonna have to be careful so they're not gonna invade us. They will of course try to invade us if they're gonna have air superiority, naval superiority. But for that we're gonna have to justify a war goal, and we can't. We cannot justify because they are non-aligned outlook, or why? We cannot justify war goal. Wait. They can justify war against countries that have not generated war tension. Yeah, but they are non-aligned. Are we also non-aligned? No, we are not non-aligned. We're Western. But this is a shame. We cannot justify against one of them, just one. Western outlook. We're supposed to be able. They have not generated war tension. I think that is why. Oh yes, because we are Western outlook. That's why. Yeah, but this is going to change. This is going to change very fast. Okay, so let's just wait for January in order to attack the rest of Korea. I know how to change this. I know how to change the things here. Okay, now let's make a plan because the next will be Korea. Let's make a plan here. Because we're gonna change this leadership very fast. Raider 7. Okay. And there is still a lot to be researched here regarding ships. 500 days. But is there anything else left to research? These airplanes indeed, but it's just going to take a lot. Or back to industry. In industry we still got a lot to research. I was gonna take too much time. So of course we're not gonna do it. Regarding naval. Now we could research of course many ships. Oh, it's gonna take only 200 days. Because we got a huge bonus on 2040 Corvette hull. We're gonna go on with that then. Alright, we got no enemy. Okay, let's deal with... also justify against Pretoria. Republic of Africa. We're gonna take 293 days. That is good. Yeah, we're gonna be able to declare war on them. It's not gonna be a problem. We're getting even more manpower, which is good. Supplies, I think we got enough. Because I don't think they got more units than we have, honestly. They got a lot of units, but not more than we have. Okay, so going back here, first of all, we're gonna need more money. And second, we're gonna have to make a strategy on how to invade them. This is Japanese, of course. Because I'd like to invade them here in Mokpo. Would be great with the Marines from here or so. And we're gonna take care only of this area. And also, we could invade them with our paratroopers in Incheon, for example. Although I'm not quite sure if Incheon has... no, it doesn't have a direct connection, so they would be isolated. But we could launch an attack anyway. Somewhere. At a port. Together with the Marines and with paratroopers here, and we could launch a massive attack all over the place. Now, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we could try this. Let's do this. Now, because we're gonna have to wait, we cannot wait that much. We're already in October. And this is the only airport because this is where we have this heavy airlifted waiting for orders. And we're gonna try to launch an attack down here. It's going to be risk, but we're gonna do it. And with the Marines, we're gonna try to launch an invasion only here. And yeah, this is where we're gonna need what? Invasion still preparing in 3 days. You can already activate it. And I'm gonna need the Yellow Sea to send some ships in the Yellow Sea. Now in the Yellow Sea it's very easy. Now we can send this guy. This guy is having some troops that are repairing. Perhaps I should wait until we're gonna declare war. And with the planes, as you can see, we already have some planes. I'm not gonna send any more. We're gonna leave them. So let's get into position first, and then we will see what we'll do. We should also use the cyber that we have broken, cyber security against Korea. Still industry wage negotiations. Right, we want them to decrease, so we're gonna go on and reject it. Next elections will be when? In 2041. Oh yeah, in 3 years. Gonna take forever. Let's see if we can. No, we're just gonna need more political power. It's just difficult. It's just complicated. And Russia is anyway about to break free anyway. They got 41 divisions. We don't need more divisions. They could have 41 divisions. Not a problem. The good point is that you can declare war immediately. Well, I mean, if you're gonna have this westernized point, westernize Korea, we can declare war immediately. We don't have to wait too much. And I'm just gonna wait only until 1st of January, then we're gonna go for it. And then perhaps 1st of August, depending on how the war will work. And then go after Japan, and then go after Africa. And I think then that I'm gonna stop after that, because there's not gonna be anything else left to be done. Any other wars left? I think there will be none. And now we're gonna have these decisions of digital era, which I'm not sure what kind of decisions they are, but we're gonna see. Now, another thing I could do, although I don't know whether to do it now, I like to give myself a chance for new elections, for another elections round. Yeah, so we were here, right, with digital era. As you can see, there's nothing else left to research regarding economy, except for the mines, and that will be all. But we can move forward here. We're gonna have to justify China becomes target, but there is no China. Persia as well. If you're gonna move with by the people, we're gonna have the ruling party, Holy European Empire, Alliance of Monarchs becomes ruling party. Policy change, EPP becomes the ruling party. Election will be held, becomes the ruling party. I'm not sure who's gonna become ruling party. By the Pope. Effect. Change for nationalists, and change in popularity for nationalists is gonna be 20%. And then we're gonna have the Holy European Empire. But do I want to change the politics now? I would like to wait a little bit more. In the meantime, let's go on with all this kind of things, because I want to also go to Pax Occidentalis. It's going to give us more political power. Is exactly what we need. Let's go on to China and Persia. Operation Unthinkable, we're going to leave it open. It's going to anyway take 2 months. I want to wait 3 years until 2041, because I want to give myself another chance. Maybe we're going to be able to bring these guys in power. That would be very interesting. If not, then I'm gonna do the research that I have to do. Now, as you can see, we cannot move forward towards the nuclear energy. It is just not possible. But we got already a large military spending, which I think is enough. And we are in November. As you can see, time moves on very fast. Let's see what our constitution is doing. As you can see, everything is under control. The Salafists, they are stable. Infrastructure in Anatolia, yes please. These guys are also stable, and the left extremist is also a stable situation. Yeah, they don't have too many divisions. I also don't think that they are recruiting more. So, yeah, important is that we're gonna decrease the popularity of the ruling party even more, so let's reject it. Now they should have 24%. Of course, I could make a propaganda campaign and increase the popularity of the leftists, but I don't want to do that because this is gonna have a great toll on our money. And as you can see, we are already losing a lot of money. Now, as you can see, we're making a little bit better. I think that once we're gonna repair, we're gonna do much better. Of course, the main problem is the unemployment, and I would like to combat the unemployment. For that, we're gonna have to build some more stuff all over the place. Now, I don't know what exactly can we build, because you see that we have expanded everywhere, like at maximum level, including in Russia. Alright, that's enough. Let's just build some network infrastructure. Productivity is going to increase that way. We're gonna, of course, have to invade maximum level at in Germany, but not only. All across the European Union, we're gonna invest in order to increase the productivity. Let's build some radar stations as well. Let's go to maximum level, I don't care. No. What's this called? Shortcut sites. Some nuclear facilities as well. I think we could use a lot of nuclear facilities. This will bring a lot of work. This will bring a lot of jobs. Let's develop the Scandinavian territory a little bit. All over the place. We're gonna have a lot of jobs after building all this stuff. Strategic fuel reserves as well. Let's just build some in Spain. Fossil fuel power plants. We're gonna also build some in Spain as well. And missile launch site. What do you guys think that we should build more? Office sectors, are also good because it's gonna give us a lot of money. It's gonna consume a lot of energy, but it's gonna give us a lot of money. Office sectors. Let's build some more in Berlin and in Germany. Now we have so many civilian factories, so that we can use them very good, and we can build a lot of stuff here. Alright, so I think we have built enough office. Let's also build some agriculture stuff. One in Guernsey and in Jersey and so on. In Great Britain, a lot of agriculture in Great Britain, and in here, of course. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have some other territory? Oh, we also have Greenland, but as you can see, we cannot invest any farther here. We also got a few offshore territories belonging to Great Britain and France, which are now part of the European Union. So as you can see, we're going to build some agriculture here as well. I mean, why not? We're going to need this as well. Also in the Pacific, right? But I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we're supposed to have, there you go, here. I'm not sure what islands these are. Don't know this in detail. Whatever, let's just don't waste time and let's move forward. As you can see, we got a lot of territory. We also got our puppet states where we can build. Also in Turkey. And statewide network defense. This is also cool stuff that I like to build almost everywhere we can. First of all, in the British Isles. I'm not sure if this will bring us any further jobs and is gonna decrease unemployment. But let's do it anyway. Also in Murmansk. In Karelia. In Belarus and Ukraine, absolutely everywhere. Also in Greece. And of course in Turkey. Whereas can we build some naval bases? Naval bases are of course very important. I'm trying to build one in Venice, but it's not possible. Let's just try to upgrade already the naval bases right here, especially in Germany, because that way we can have a very good situation with our resources, right? Also in Copenhagen. This is the maximum level. Alright, so I think we got enough projects right now. As you can see, we have a lot of projects, but we also got a lot of civilian factories. So the situation is looking so good. 15 factories, and we have really a lot of civilian factories because we have annexed China and India and almost all of Europe, also the Middle East and a part of Egypt. Right, so as you can see, we got a lot of projects. Now this should reduce our unemployment, it should increase our money. We'll see about that, let's just see. And let's focus on our next objective, on expanding into Korean Peninsula. Investment from Italy network infrastructure in Turkish Aegean. Yeah, let's accept this. Now this was supposed to decrease our independence, European Union independence, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We got still 98. Let's reduce autonomy in Iraq and Russia, because I think we're influencing them anyway. And I think that they are struggling to become independent. We got more and more influence, especially in Russia. Yeah, they are increasing autonomy, so we're gonna have to fight against it if we don't want them to become free. Same thing in Iran, increase autonomy. In Iraq, increase autonomy. Family planning in Syria. The Syrians are true at heart. Sonar 7. Okay, then we're gonna have to move forward here. Hang on a second. 498 days is going to last. Yeah, let's go on with that. That's alright with me. Okay, let's reduce the autonomy here as well. We're gonna take influence in Japan, but we don't need this. And we don't need to recruit new spies. I'm not gonna make any propaganda right now. Corporate tax revenue. I think this is not good for our tax, so we're not gonna do this. And we were supposed to have some bonuses from digital era. Let's just build some more infrastructure. This is the digital era right here, especially in the north, southeast, and so on. So if you're gonna activate all of them, it's gonna give us some more network infrastructure almost everywhere. It's gonna cost us money, and we can do one at once. It's just gonna give us some bonuses regarding construction. As you can see, we got a recruit population of 38,000. I think this is good. Let's decrease popularity of the Western. Refuse outright. Now they have 24. However, let's see if we can influence these dudes here. No, we can't. 70.9 is maximum. That is so bad. We got so many bonuses and so many penalties as well, but more bonuses. I think we're just doing fine. Finally, we're making a bit of money somehow. I'm not sure how, but we're making 99.9 billion. That way, I'd like to use to pay back, once the situation would be stable, to pay back our debt, like a lot. In fact, you know what? I think we can do it now, because the more we're gonna wait, worse is gonna be. So now we have a debt of only 6 trillion, and we're making 101. It's gonna take a little bit of time until we're gonna declare war, and possibly might take even more debt. But I think that in order to fight against it, I'm gonna have to print money again. Egypt asks for investments. United States of Europe agrees. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And let's also accept this infrastructure in Wallachia from Italy. That's also a good thing. So as you can see, this costs a little bit of money, but it's not a big problem. Now, of course, if you're gonna go to war again, it's gonna cost us a lot of money. Civilian frustration in Japan, and we've got an insight, but it doesn't seem that there is something that we could achieve in Japan. If you're gonna infiltrate civilian administration, maybe, because stealing naval and aviation blueprints is not gonna bring anything. So let's try to infiltrate, not in... Yes, actually, no aviation. Infiltrate civilian. We're gonna try to infiltrate civilian, then maybe we're gonna have something to steal with our spies from. And our money is increasing a little bit. We're gonna go at war, we're gonna lose again, like gonna be like minus 200, and we're gonna go very soon on minus or negative amount. We're gonna have to print money again. In fact, I could do it right now. It's gonna, anyway, give us a lot of bonuses, a lot of money, because we're having a lot of regions, and printing money will have a big impact on our main territory. So we got China here. Now let's justify. Hello Amir and hello Star Striker. You're also playing Hearts of Iron 4. Now tell us, which mod do you play? Or which campaign do you play? Right, so we got China here. Now we're gonna have to move forward. Where is this? My god, this is so complicated. Now we could go, of course, against Persia, because they want to research this Pax Occidentalis. I'm gonna go for this bonus. Syria would like trade agreement. Let's agree with Syria. We could pay back our debt immediately, but of course I'm not gonna do it just now. And we are in January 2039. Can you believe how far away we made it? Now we could use this against Japan very soon. Just gonna have to wait a little bit. Okay, gonna have to move back to westernization processes. Investment offer from Russia, network infrastructure, let's accept it. How we're doing with independence then? 98%. This is actually alright. Wait a minute. Let me just check again here. You're currently influencing. No, I don't want to do anything else. Wait. Let's recruit a spy. Yeah, so we're making good amount of money, but I want to launch our attack on these guys. Of course, first of all, we're gonna have to prepare. We're just gonna invade only with these troops. I don't want to send anyone else. And so let's send them on the border. Alright, cool. So that will be... And now let me also send the fleets. They are still repairing? Oh, they are still repairing. Well, this is not something I like. They are still repairing. What about this guy? Are they also still repairing? They are also repairing, because we had a battle with China, because China was very difficult. Now, Diego Garcia. Do we find a bigger ship in Muscat? This one, I think, has lost some troops. Alright, so let's send them to patrol in here, and I'm gonna do the same with this dude. Okay, we're gonna send 2 ships and basically 3. Because we need to make sure that we're gonna have this under control. And once they're gonna arrive, once they're gonna say they're gonna have naval supremacy, then we're gonna start the invasion. Right now we could be... Okay, so I assume that Star Striker is invading, I think, USSR. So you're playing the vanilla, that means that you're playing the World War II, and you're doing good with Germany. Okay, so good for you, because it's very difficult to invade USSR. Why don't you tell us also at what difficulty are you playing? Are you playing at regular difficulty? And now let's get back to our campaign. So as you can see, we're launching an invasion here also with the paratroopers as well as with the Marines in Korea. But I'm just gonna wait until our fleet will arrive here. Just in that, there you go. So now basically we can already start the invasion. I don't think, should I wait something? Yeah, let's just wait until February then, so that we're gonna be in position. Now let's see if the Koreans have done something. Yeah, they got almost 100 divisions, I think. Yeah, doing very good. I'm just waiting a little bit in order to make a little bit more money and get our troops in position, all our fleet. We're still receiving, as you can see, ships from all over the continents where we have naval bases, and we're gonna prepare for another massive invasion. 71 ships. Do we have 71? Yes, now we're gonna have a huge advancement. So let's start. Don't have to waste too much time. Let's invade westernized Korea. But the question is if they're gonna accept it. If they're gonna accept it, then... And they did. Oh man, okay. So they did accept it. Now that means that they are a part of NATO, so we're not gonna attack them. We're not gonna annex them, just as I thought. It's not gonna work. We're gonna have to try it with Japan to see what Japan will do, and I'm gonna do this, I think, in August. In the meantime, we're gonna have to prepare for some invasions. So that means that we're gonna have to send our planes back. All the plans are out, or to hold them, and the same for the ships. Now, of course, we got a lot of guys here. I'm just gonna send them back. Shortcut delete. Delete. Click to remove region, and they're gonna move back. Alright, interesting. No assign region, but what that means, you should just hold. Docked in Zhenjiang. Okay, cool. If you got holding, this is good. They're already repairing, and we still got another one. And we can also move back to naval base. Some of them will also start repairing and so on. And we're gonna have to cancel all this. We're just gonna have to prepare for a new invasion. Now, with these guys here, same thing. So you're gonna just stay at the border. Korea has accepted. Japan might also accept, make no mistake. Now we have many chances, many possibilities to invade Japan. If you're gonna invade them here, we're gonna have to secure, of course, in August. Now Japan, the good point is they got very few divisions. They should be very easy to defeat. We could attack from Korea, but no, we're gonna attack from our territory all the way up in here, and also take all this territory. But that would be a little bit no, there you go, that port. And we could basically take them out everywhere, because you got a lot of divisions that will launch the attack, and we're gonna take this territory immediately. Important is to take this port, and from here we're gonna move on with a lot of troops. And in order to make the things even better, alright, so go in position. We're gonna also attack with our paratroopers exactly only at that port. Unfortunately, we're gonna also be able to attack only with a few paratroopers. We have only 4 paratroopers that will take part in this battle. 1, 2, 3 divisions. 1, 2, 3 paratrooper divisions, unfortunately. I'm also gonna go with glider planes. Anyway, if we're gonna reach our objectives, we're gonna take Japan together only with the Marines and paratroopers, and it should be very easy. That in case that they're not gonna accept to join NATO, but I think honestly that they will. So NATO is now more powerful. We also got South Korea on our side. Although, what is the purpose? There is no purpose because we're doing fine anyway. And we're gonna pay all of our debt back. There you go. Now I said we got no money almost, but we're doing fine. And after we're gonna finish Japan, I'm gonna move on. Egypt is sending an interesting proposal. A delegation has arrived with an interesting proposal. They offered to build some ships for them in exchange for a lot of money. We agreed to build 5 submarines for 6 billion. Let's do it. And as I said, once we're gonna finish Japan, I'm gonna have to wait for elections in 2041, because I'm very curious to see what we're gonna do. Of course, I'm not gonna wait for elections. In the meantime, we're gonna expand even farther towards Taiwan, Singapore, and let's see. We could westernize Korea now. We're not gonna do this anymore. Yes, and also expand perhaps into Europe, because we still got a lot of nations to pacify in Europe, such as Slovakia. Although we got a great relation with them. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. But against Slovenia, perhaps. They got a non-aggression pact with Canada and US. And the US is having a military base here. We could also establish military base in Slovenia. But it's gonna be better if you're gonna integrate it into the European Union. In fact, a better addition would be Bulgaria. We got a good relation with them, but who knows? Maybe they will accept. Although we're gonna justify Wargal. There's gonna be a different stuff. Another thing, we could go against Afghanistan. We could go against Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. But not Kyrgyzstan, because Kyrgyzstan is our puppet state. We'll expand all the way in this area as well, and not into Europe. Or here, against Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, and yes, or Myanmar. Myanmar is a big nation here. They got military bases in Was state. I think this is Laos. No, this is Laos. Was state is a tiny region here. Tiny separatist region in that area. So we'll see. There is still a lot to be done. Let's see if we're gonna be able. What's that? I don't know what that was. Anyway, we'll see what we're gonna do. Investment from Russia, network infrastructure, etc. Anatolia, yes. Let's accept it. And we're making a little bit more money. So now that we're ready to invade Japan, in case that we're gonna go to war with them, but in February. I'm not gonna wait until August because I think this is way too much. BFE request a larger budget. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Now let's get back here to see if we can decrease autonomy of Russia and all these other nations. We got 97%. We could combat foreign influence. Isn't the Soviet influence is increasing? Right, so these guys are basically ready, but we're gonna need naval supremacy in all this territory, and we can have it, I guess. I think Japan is having a wonderful fleet. Yeah, I shouldn't really wait until August. I should just take it right now. Let's see, maybe they will accept it. Let's westernize Japan. And did they accept it? Yeah, they did. I was certainly gonna do it. Alright, so now we're gonna have to cancel our plans. Japan accept to enter NATO, which I find this to be good. This is great. Now we're gonna go to the next nation. We're gonna go against Taiwan. Against Taiwan, we're gonna have this thing. They got a lot of divisions everywhere. guess they got like 100 divisions. It's going to be difficult to take them out, but I think that we're gonna make it. I mean, they got only this tiny island after all. No, actually they also got this island here. They got a lot of divisions for how much tiny they are. Alright, so I don't want to justify war goal against no one. History of Pyongyang, we have caused so much war tension. Right, so against Taiwan they have, of course, fleets and they could invade somewhere. But this is where they got the most of their troops. So I think we should be able to bring them down. So there are a few regions where they could pass, as you can see. This region here. So here we're gonna bring a lot of troops anyway against Taiwan. But first of all, we're gonna have to make, let's just wait until March, and then we're gonna have to make to see if we're gonna be able to westernize them as well. And we're gonna also try against Singapore. Once they're gonna enter NATO, then it's gonna be alright. Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, let's accept. Alright, another thing I want to do is to increase the popularity of these dudes. Let's see if it's working. Maximum 17.2. And increase the popularity of this party. Although we don't have elections now, it's gonna be in 2041. Of course, I want to wait until then. I don't want to move forward. I don't want to change the regime just yet. We'll wait. Investment from Russia. Infrastructure. Did we build? Yes, we have built almost everything. That's why we're also making a lot more money. And we're going to make even more money. I think that unemployment should have decreased as well. Not really. It's still at 70.5%. Now we could print again money, but I'm not gonna do this just yet. And basically we have increased NATO a lot. We got South Koreans that are part of NATO and Japan. Now if you theoretically go to war with NATO, against NATO, then it's going to be very costly because NATO is having a lot of nations now. Increased autonomy in Russia, 41 divisions. They are not recruiting more divisions. Right, let's go against Taiwan. Let's see what they're going to choose. Westernized Republic of China. And they didn't accept it. Alright, so now we're going to have a war against China. It's going to expire in March 2041. Puppet Republic of China, but of course we're gonna annex it. Now we got a few divisions here, which is good. Now we're gonna have to defend this territory. Why are they not moving? I don't understand why they're not moving here. Is this the whole? Oh, I think this is the whole. No, this is the whole province that they have. All right. Then I'm gonna send some troops down here, and then I want to send some troops in here because they're gonna try to break us here. We're gonna have to be prepared for that. And after that, we could launch an invasion here, which is gonna be the easiest invasion to launch in this island. And from here, we're just gonna move on their territory. I know they got a lot of divisions, so we should take it easy with that. And we could also try to send our paratroopers as well. Also here. But I'm not quite sure if you can launch an invasion from such a big area. Actually, we can. That's great. Right. And do we have any planes around here? Soviet planes. I don't think we have any planes in this area, but maybe we could use them. I mean, we're gonna definitely use them. However, I'm not gonna send them just now. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Let me just check to see what our fleet is doing. Because I think we got a big fleet down here. Yes, we have. Now let's send these guys Let's create a new fleet, basically. Docked in Sevastopol Bay. Alright. Now, theoretically, we can declare war at any moment. Right, let me just send some more reinforcements here, just in case. Alright. And then with these troops, we're gonna be able to attack. Some divisions have not assigned. These guys are ready to invade. Now we're gonna need a fleet as well to encircle Japan, which Taiwan. Let's see, they got some other territories down here. No, this is ours. No, so we're gonna have to patrol in these two areas, and we're gonna get some planes once the war will start. This guy doesn't seem to have too many. Yeah, this one is having a big fleet, so we can easily send them right here with all of the forces. And as I said, we're gonna see about the airplanes. Although, actually, I can check about the airplanes down here. Yes, we got all this. We're talking about like 500 planes or so, so we're gonna send them closer. For example, here. Let's go. And the AI should just leave them. Just leave with some planes. They are leaving, but they are bringing the new planes back. Whatever. Not a good thing. So once the troops will be in position, we're gonna launch the attack. We're still waiting for some units to arrive. What do we have here? Some Iraqi tank divisions. And they're arriving, but I think it's going to last forever. Or not that much, we'll see. I also got some fleets that are arriving. It's going to take some time. We're in March already, 2039. Investment from Russia in Southeast Anatolia. And we have now puppet war against Persia. Which is great. Now, as I said, I want to move on. Unfortunately, what do we need here? Knights of Malta, Eurasian Alliance, Operation Antigua. Knights of Malta. Okay. What about this? Remove NATO member. But this is impossible to have, right? Because Knights of Malta, how can we get... Yes, because you're gonna either choose this, and if you're gonna choose the rest of the West versus the rest. Yeah, it requires Knights of Malta, but how can you have it? You're gonna have to get, and you cannot have both of them. So this is just absurd. And you cannot have all this. You're gonna have only one. So basically, this thing is actually impossible to research. If I'm gonna go to Operation Unthinkable, we're gonna need Eurasian Alliance, but we don't have this. How can we make Eurasian Alliance? Digital democracy. I have no idea, but by the people. So as I said, we're not gonna change yet the leadership. I'm gonna go to Operation Unthinkable. Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it. Pax Occidentalis. Republic requires one of the following. The Republic of Persia.
Breaking news and in the latest development regarding the riots in London and
we have the Republic of Persia.
The Prime Minister has visited one of the worst hit areas overnight in
Yeah,
Croydon,
it requires this.
in
So we were
South
supposed to
London,
be
where
able to.
huge fires burned.
Oh yes, because we need the operation. I think there we're gonna be able to do it. Now I understand it. Okay, let's see. So, shall we launch the attack? We're just gonna wait. We're waiting for more reinforcements to arrive. They are getting together. We also got some marines here from the other army. In the meantime, let's just give this guy some bonuses. And I think we're ready now. All the troops are in position. I don't think they can be able to break us. There are no any other troops left. Even if we're gonna break us, we're gonna attack them and things will be alright. So it seems that we got very few ships down here. I think we're gonna send even more ships there. And now we can also already start the attack. And we're gonna launch also the invasion. Or shall we see if you're gonna have enough troops first? Yeah, let's see if you're gonna have enough superiority. Yeah, they're attacking, but it doesn't matter. I think honestly we will have. Let's launch the attack right away. And we're attacking. Also with the Marines. Bobar, they got 4 divisions, and I think they're gonna send even more. We have taken them out. Incredible. We can do the same thing here. And here they're still attacking us, so we cannot do this. And here we're gonna have to break them. Let's see when this will be over then. We're gonna attack them immediately. Right, we're gonna try to cross. Okay, here we can also launch an attack. So they're not gonna be able to retreat, which means they're gonna be defeated. And I don't think they're gonna be able to invade us here. They could do it if they want to. Right, let's see if we're gonna break them here, because this will guarantee our success. And we did it. That's unbelievable. Okay, now it's important that they're not gonna be able to encircle us too much. Yeah, let's go. I got some troops that are still retreating from here. I'm gonna have to be careful that they're not gonna encircle us just as they did last time. Now, what would like trade agreement? We're losing almost 300. I think we're gonna start, unfortunately, taking loans again. Let's just attack as far as we can. We have a battle here. Let me just send these Marines here. I think they're gonna do a good job. And let's watch carefully here, because this could cost us a lot. Now, they got a lot of divisions. How many do they have? Almost 89. Alright, now theoretically we could move even farther more. I'm not quite sure, but let's try it. And I could also bring... But these guys are fighting here, so I wouldn't like to send them. We're gonna send the other Marines here once they're gonna be done. In the meantime, let's see if we're gonna move forward here as well. Doesn't really seem that they're able to do something. Okay, we're gonna send these guys here and then here. But they took it back. And basically our troops are now encircled. Well, this is unbelievable, man. But how did they manage to invade? Because they didn't have naval superiority. We're gonna have to launch another invasion with our Marines, which are right here. Once we're gonna take them out there. Okay, and we're gonna take this back then. Come on, shouldn't last that much. There you go. We are bringing a lot of troops down here. Alright. Okay, stuff plan, this is good. How much time is it gonna take? 19 days. But we have taken this port, and I think that we're doing fine right now. Our troops are in stable condition. We could try to push forward as well, but we're gonna have to be careful because this might be dangerous. Alright. We're gonna arrive with these guys as reinforcements. Some divisions are not in position, but they will be in position. I didn't know that it's going to be so difficult to fight these guys. Side with business. Yeah, we're gonna side with business, isn't it? Yeah, we might have a good chance to move on here. You see that we have taken, I think, almost another port. I'm just gonna need only one marine after that will be over to advance in this area. No, see, they got units here. It's not gonna work, but we're gonna keep them busy a little bit. I don't understand how they managed. Oh, they got a huge fleet. Do we have any planes? I must have some planes here. There you go. Now that's what we got. Taiwan straight. We're gonna need air support because we need everything we can get. I think we're gonna need a new fleet here because I think that the situation is terrible. Okay, so you're gonna arrive and patrol only there. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's alright. Let's just do this. We're gonna need a bigger fleet because they have a huge fleet anyway. In fact, they could invade us somewhere else if they would like to. Though I don't think that they are doing this right now. Another 16 days. Not sure if you're gonna be able to make it here. Now they got too many divisions. They could wipe us out. I have to be very careful here. I have to maybe wait for reinforcements and try to entrench in the meantime. I shouldn't launch another invasion or so. But I'm gonna take the risk, because I like to risk. Yeah, they are trying to break us here. They brought a lot of divisions. They are trying to attack amphibious attack. And we got air support. This this makes a big difference against Taiwan. It's that they're not gonna break us there, but we're gonna pull them back here, which is perfect. And we got some troops moving forward. I just gonna let them. They will not do anything. Now we could launch. We can attack them only here or in this area. And this area would be much better. Let's just see. We're gonna use only one here and one from this area. Oh, actually, we're gonna pull them back anyway. Our attacks look absolutely great. I think it's because we have air superiority. And we're gonna move forward here. This is great. Can we launch the invasion? No, we're still gonna have to wait 10 days. In the meantime, maybe we're gonna be able to take them back with the troops that we have. Because luckily we have a lot of troops. In fact, I could send even more divisions down here. Why do I even have to invade them? Oh, I didn't think about that. But now that we're ready to invade, I'm still gonna launch the invasion. We're gonna bring the special forces. And we're gonna launch an all-out offensive with them. So they should move wherever they are. Those are Russian special forces and all kind of troops. With whom I think that we're gonna be able, because we got ports here, we got 2 ports and we are okay. Now, of course, if you're gonna launch an attack with these troops against them here, we're gonna wipe out their units. But I don't think it's gonna worth it. 12 days in another battle. They got so many ships. Look at this. Unbelievable. And another battle here. But we have sent even more units. We should just do much better. So another 7 days. Where else can we attack here? Or should we just wait for now? Let's just wait for reinforcements first then. Here they come. They must arrive at any moment, and they are there. Now they are desperate trying to attack. Oh, got such huge air support here. They're not gonna make it. The reinforcements have arrived. Now we might start to take attrition. 2 more days and we're gonna invade them. And then we're gonna launch our final offensive. We're gonna go in defense area. 19 days, let's go. 82%, but we're supposed to have air support and shore bombardment because we got so many divisions here. They got 6 divisions. It's going to be difficult, but we're still gonna win this. And again, we're taking a lot. Oh, I don't like this at all. There you go. Printing some money is gonna give us some bonuses. Let's see. Many of them are entrenched, not fully entrenched though. And as you can see, we're gonna take this island. Good. No, they're moving back. I don't understand why they are moving here. Because they told me to attack only there. Whatever. It says that we can launch a full out offensive here, and this is what we're gonna do. Even if they're gonna recapture that island, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really seem that we're gonna do something. They are still having plenty of divisions. I think they wanna take this back. We're gonna send only these 2 units before they're gonna arrive again. And we're gonna stay there this time. They could invade us again if they want, I don't care. Now we got some casualties down here. But so that I cannot do anything. Why are these guys not attacking? Because I have no idea. Well, it says that they need a push. Let's give them a push. And let's advance step by step, easy by easy. Because we got indeed so many divisions that are waiting to attack. That was not a good idea. Okay. And with our air support, I think that we should just bring them down, even if they got a good defense. Well, I think that with our air support, we should just bring them down very fast. Just as I thought. Wants to shut down? Yeah, shut it down. We're gonna send some submarines to repair, that's alright with me. Alright, cool. Now let's move forward. No, just move forward there first. So it says that they didn't invade us anymore. We're not taking any ship casualties, but we're taking only damages, but we're not losing entire ships or so. Alright, cool. Now they are attacking with a lot of troops, but it doesn't seem they are able to do something. So let's just push them back, because they are weakened here. And our marines are doing a great job advancing. They are not advancing very, very fine, but they are doing a good job anyway. Look at them, they are defending at all costs, and here the same. They got a last stand man. It doesn't really look that or seem that we're gonna advance here. They are putting up a great defense. The same thing here. And we did it. Alright, there you go. Let's just see how this will look like. They're gonna go again with last stand. Not really, but they will definitely try to defend, that's for sure. And it doesn't seem that we're able to take them out here. Now this is of course very pathetic. This is a big territory. We were supposed to be able to take them out. What about here, their capital? We might be able to take their capital, and I think we did it. Now we can basically attack them here. All the troops that we have, and it seems that we might have some very good chances of advancing as well, because we're taking from multiple directions. However, we don't have this bonus, right? Taking from multiple directions. No, but we're taking with a lot of divisions, and I think this is important. Now we have sunk one more submarine, 4 more frigates, 5 more frigates. 3 more frigates, and they didn't invade us somewhere else now. Oh, we got some real trouble here. Let's send them to repair now. We might lose also some ships. We'll see. And here's looking much better now. Operation Unthinkable, and now finally we can go with yeah, this is also important, but later. So where are we? Okay, finally, Pax Occidentalis. This is gonna give us some major bonus for political power, which is absolutely great. Okay, let's see how the war is going with Taiwan. I didn't expect that it's gonna last that long. Are they being helped? No, just hosting naval bases of some other nations, but they're not being helped by anyone. Backdoor, okay, good. And I think I forgot to use the backdoor that we have agreed against Republic of China. We're gonna use it now, it's never too late. Alright. Looking very good, and you see that we have encircled these dudes here. Now, we're gonna launch our last offensive against them. You guys are not gonna move anywhere. Now we're talking about 15 divisions that we have encircled and we have completely annihilated. And it's over. Alright, so they got just a few more territories left. I think that we should launch a total all-out attack at their capital. And that's it. Now maybe this is not gonna work very well in the beginning, but I think that we're gonna do a good job here. They got a very good general, although he doesn't have any tactic. He has been tactic has been countered, and we also got the broken enemy ciphers bonus. That's great. That means that we should finish them before this bonus is going to expire. It's all over. I was certain it's going to be all over. We have captured a lot of equipment, by the way, which is good because we're going to need this. And we have pacified Taiwan as well. Now, I hope that we're going to start making money again. Yeah, as you can see, we started making money. This is good. There was a difficult situation, but we managed to take Taiwan as well. And the war is over. What is this here? Against Soviet Empire annex, but we're not going to do this, of course, because we are still a puppet state. We could westernize only Singapore, and we are already in May 2039. Maybe we're gonna do this, I'll see, I don't know. Now let's retreat our air force, because they did a great job, and we're not gonna need them now. And our ships as well. Remove all regions. Now here we're gonna have a lot of emeralds that we're gonna have to remove. They can move wherever they want. Repairing and docked. Okay, so all of them mission aborted. And it doesn't seem that we have some other guys. They are repairing everywhere, which is actually great. We could give this man some more special forces if we have. Let's check. Because I think we also got a lot of divisions. But some special forces would be good, such as these dudes here. Now it's gonna be a bit too much, but it doesn't matter. Let them have a lot. And I think that this is an Austrian regiment, if I'm not wrong, with a lot of special forces. Oh, his army is gonna look much better now. And we also got this European army is staying in India. I'm gonna send some troops to these guys as well. Jaeger Brigade and some infantry divisions. Alright, now they're gonna have a little bit more troops. This infantry brigade division I think is also an Austrian one. Or actually might be a Danish one. I'm not sure about that. But it could be. And we got 3 factories. We're gonna have to repair some stuff in Taiwan. But the situation is looking much better now. We got plenty of money. We're just gonna wait a little bit. As I said, next time we could just go against Singapore and take them out. They got only this tiny territory. It's hosting military bases of the US. But they got a lot of divisions. My god, they got like almost 50 divisions or so. Not sure that we're gonna be able to take them out. And I don't want to go at an unending war, at an endless war with Singapore. We could, however, do this. Maybe this is going to help us well. A backdoor. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, we have completed this against Singapore. And also attack them with the Marines as well as with but they don't have where to retreat, so hang on a second. It's hosting military bases of Malaysia, but they cannot retreat in Malaysia, right? As military bases, I don't think that they can retreat in Malaysia. I think not. So I think we could go with Singapore as well. Near zero emissions. Okay, this is good. 900, 700 days. I think the last left to research. Alright. I think the last thing left to research is going to be in this area, honestly. 476 days. We could also research some ships down here. Maybe it's going to take less, 200 days. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. With Frigate Hull 2040, 287 days. That's alright. And a new fleet is putting up together. That's good. We haven't lost an entire fleet or so. We're doing good. We haven't lost actually not a ship at all. We this guy, I don't think he lost any ship. He's just repairing them. Let's upgrade this man. Safety first, yes. Safety first is good. What is the popularity doing? The PASS party has increased, but why can we decrease it? More political power than 99, but we have. There you go, the PASS party. If you're gonna decrease this, guy's party popularity. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's just try to increase to them as well. No, it doesn't work. But we could decrease the popularity of these guys to fall under this, and of course the European Popular Party is going to increase them. This is what I'm preparing for the next elections. First of all, we're gonna have to make sure we're gonna have a little political power, of course. We're gaining now 4.01, but after we're gonna research Pax Occidentalis, we get a lot more. And in April 2041, we're gonna have new elections. So we got the corvette hull. We're gonna move on with this kind of ships here, with another stealth corvette hull. And we're gonna have some corvettes. Let's have 10 of them, by the way. That would be the strategy we're gonna apply right now. We could decrease the threshold, but no, we are actually at minimum at 1%, so a lot of parties are, as you can see here, in the first line. But this Now the People party is not doing good enough yet. We're still making a lot of manpower. We got 15 million, and I think we also must have a lot of equipment. Helicopter attack, main battle tank, 118,000. 2.1 million small arms. We're still creating a lot of small arms, by the way. But you never can have enough small arms. Yeah, we're just creating a lot. 65 per day, this is really a lot. I think that we're just doing very fine here. We could reduce influence, but we don't really have too much. 91%. We're gonna have first of all to combat, and I would also like to reduce influence to Russia. Or off Russia. Of course they're trying to break free. I think that we should not influence Iraq anymore, because I don't think they're gonna break free anytime soon, even if they are increasing autonomy. So I'm not gonna influence them a lot again. Iran has a big influence on them. Maybe ours is also big. Okay, so we're influencing only Russia and China. We got a good influence in Russia here. We could give economic aid or military aid. 11. Alright. Then let's see what else do we have here. So we got almost all of our troops here. Now I think that Republic of Africa integrates Burkina Faso. Oh man, these guys are expanding so fast. Now I cannot weigh more. Where was Burkina Faso, by the way? Here. I think they have just annexed it, basically. Yeah, they have annexed it. Wow, that's incredible. This is a way to expand without wars. Just expanding your influence. Look at how many puppet states they have. This is fantastic. We're gonna have a nice, wonderful war down here. Now, of course, for that, gonna have to justify war though, because there will be no any other way. And I want to do this once we're gonna have another party. I'm gonna have another party in almost in 2041. Until then, we're gonna try to expand towards Singapore. Let's just wait until 1st of August. Then we're gonna try to integrate Singapore. Right, 1st of August. Yeah, I mean we have caused a lot of world tension, but it doesn't matter. Another investment from Russia. That's good that they are investing, because this will decrease our unemployment, which is now at... yeah, is less. Is only 68.5. This is good, looking good. And I think that we can take some other decisions here. I just forgot about them because we got this digital era stuff. So we could expand everywhere. Let's go on. I'm just gonna try to expand even farther here. And of course I can also try to get more political power. And now we're getting it. 7.58. That is looking much better. We're gonna need a lot of political power if we want to make it through the next elections. And as I said, I don't want to change, first of all, to make the coronation yet, because we're gonna have Alliance of Monarchies coming to power. I just want to wait until the next elections. In the meantime, let's just research something else regarding economy. As you can see, we could go with this party. This is what I'm trying to do, to get this party elected in order to unlock this national focus tree. But in the meantime, we're gonna move on. Let's first of all move on with the military. Military is very important. So this is the Air Force. The military is right here, and these are the ships. Isn't that... yeah, we're falling behind with the Air Force. Let's move on with the Air Force. Research requirements for Air Force. We still got Air Force to research, and we're gonna move on with all these things here. It's gonna give us a bonus for a lot of stuff. And it's only gonna take 30 days, 1 month, so this is gonna be just great. 802% construction speed. Right, we could launch some new satellites, by the way. Let's see if we can build some new type of satellites and so on. No, isn't that we are maximum level of this. But we can still start building more stuff anyway. Alright, let's use that, and let's see what can we send. Yeah, would work. Milestar block. I'm not sure what kind of satellites these are. It seems that with this rocket we can launch a lot of stuff here. KH-11, 5, and this is not gonna work anymore. More loads, but we can launch at least. Let's try again. This GPS satellite. And this satellite, and just another one, right? No. Only 2 satellites. Right, can we clear this? No, we can't. Try again. So only 2 satellites, alright, let's just launch 2 satellites then. Milestar block, I'm not sure what that is. But we're gonna launch this, and then we're gonna launch the rest. Hang on a second. We're gonna launch. This is an attack satellite. Uranium rolls in inventory. Well, we don't have this, and we cannot launch separately. Payload. But we can launch only one, and then... But we don't have any other rockets. What about this? Do we have any? Yeah, we have any. Yeah, we can launch 2. Oh, that would be great. Alright, so we did it. And then... Another one? No, we don't have any other rockets now. But we got some Ariane 6 here. No, this is we can launch this with Ariane 6. Nope. No, it doesn't work. But we can launch that, and let's maybe another satellite. Yes, we can launch 2 more satellites, so let's go for it. And now, as you can see, we got more satellites. This is gonna give us some bonuses regarding, and we're gonna still build some more. We're gonna have some bonuses for our army, of course. As you can see, the more satellites we're gonna have, such as global navigation satellites. We already have some bonuses. These are tiny bonuses, like 1%, but it's better than nothing. And satellite communication and reconnaissance. Now, we don't have any real bonuses here, but the more satellites we're gonna launch, the more we're gonna have. We're just gonna need more, of course. Well, let's go on then. So I said that I'm gonna also try to pacify Singapore. Now the problem is that if we're gonna go to war with Singapore, I'm not gonna be able to take them out. Although I think that we will be able. With our marines, we should be able to take them out. So let's finish this right now. Why wait? No need to wait. Now the problem is that until 2041, I'm also not gonna be able to launch any other attack. We could westernize only Singapore. I think they didn't accept, didn't they? Yeah, we have puppet focusing against Singapore now. Alright then, they wanted to. Now let's prepare an invasion. The question is, where from? We could launch it easiest from these islands, which I think are belonging to us. Alright. So you should just prepare this very fast. Let's go on. Almost all of them will invade. Yeah, this is our territory here. This is the southern China Sea Islands, which is heavily disputed, as you know, from real life by China, Singapore and Vietnam. But it's also our territory now. And we're gonna try to do this. We're just gonna have to send... Let's just wait to see how much these guys will need to... Only 3 days, alright. And we're gonna need some... We're gonna need some ships down here, right? We have 2 regions. Yes, 2 regions. South China Sea and Strait of Malacca. Yeah, we can actually do this right now. Let me send a fleet, but I would like to send a real fleet. We have many that are repairing, so because they have fought last time. Like, a lot of them are repairing, except for these guys. But we had also a huge, enormous fleet. For example, this one in Suez Canal. I mean, this is such an enormous fleet. Let's just send them to patrol here, and then once they're gonna arrive, we're gonna be able to launch our invasion of Singapore, and I think that this might work. So as I said, in order to make it through the elections, we're just gonna have to gather more political power. So let's try to gather as much political power as possible. Now, I'm also gonna have to expand here through the digital era. I would like to get through those choices. Okay, so we can do this. Oh, they got so many divisions, but let's see if you're gonna make it. Because if you're gonna destroy some of their divisions... Now again we're losing money. 46 they say, but if you're gonna destroy these divisions... Oh, they got also fortifications, gonna be very difficult. They got 46 divisions. Are we gonna be able to take even one division? Only one? No, it seems not. They are too well defended. I could also send some airplanes. I think sending some airplanes is going to be incredibly important. Let me just see what we have here. This is very, very important stuff. All kind of planes. No, we cannot send them there. Now, if we want to... Where are they? I don't even know where they are. But in order to reach Singapore, we could send them from there. But if you're gonna build, for example, an air base here... Air base. We're gonna build an entire airbase. Let's just go with 10, right? Okay, and once we're gonna have it, we're gonna launch another invasion. At least we're controlling the sea. This is good. And it doesn't say that we can break them, but as I said, if we're gonna have some massive air support, we're gonna completely break them. We still got 8 divisions. One division is if we're gonna disappear, they're gonna have less. And we're gonna be able to attack them again. It didn't work well, but we're gonna try it again. Okay, so we're not gonna invade now. Office stuff plan. I should also go with well-planned attack. I mean, it's only gonna take 3 days, and then we're gonna attack again. These guys will move back. They should just increase in their... Yeah, this war against Singapore is gonna last, and I knew that this is gonna happen. Just wait for them to reorganize, of course. We also got the research requirements for Air Force. That's good. Alright, so we're gonna move on here. Update surface-to-air missiles. Now, we should be able to build these things very fast. Let's see how fast we're gonna build with 806%. Air electrification pursuit. Population power use multiplier plus 10%. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move on. Even if it's gonna take forever. Monthly population 5%. Let's do this. Yeah, this was a big battle. Quantum storage leap. Battery park construction speed, that's good. 901 days, 695, yes. Research speed is 166%. And we got already an airbase, but I'm gonna wait until we're gonna have a bigger one. No, it doesn't really seem that these guys are just doing even more. Actually, they are increasing in organization. Okay, let's send them. We're gonna go with a well-planned attack very soon. If you're gonna take another of their division and we're gonna take it, they're gonna have less divisions left. Yeah, I think we managed to take down 1 or 2 more divisions, honestly. We're gonna repeat this. So we're just gonna wait until we're gonna recover. Let's see how many. Wait a minute, we also have broken their cipher, so we should use this as well. Now they got 52, less than 52. Yeah, Singapore. We should just use this, of course. This is very important stuff. Making more of this. This is great. September 2039. Yeah, we could wait 3 days, but we're gonna have to wait until these guys will get replenished completely. I don't think they're gonna get so many divisions that fast. No, they got no support actually from no one. So we should be better preparing. And we're gonna launch again this well-planned attack as well. Now, of course, they are also going with total defense, which is gonna make it more difficult for our guys to do something. Let's see, are we done there? Almost. We are just doing fine. Okay, so time to attack. Let's go on. And once we're gonna attack, I'm gonna go on with well-planned attack and broken cipher. Oh, come on. This is so annoying. Yeah, let's go German society, I don't care. Okay, we're gonna also have to decrypt them. Because if we're gonna also send our airplanes, going to be much better. Let's see if we're gonna bring down another of their divisions. Now we're taking extraordinary losses. But I think another division or two we're gonna wipe out as well. Yes, we are wiping them out, a lot of divisions. In fact, we might be winning the battle here. That is fantastic, man. We're just about to break them. Now they got 25 divisions left because they don't have anywhere else to retreat. So this was a very nice attack. And this general is increasing in skill a lot. But he cannot compare himself with our general. And if you're going to have also some air support, which I'm going to do next time. I think we're going to win this. Another investment. Yes, that's that. I think we're going to win this battle. And we took it. Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. And got some marines down here. That was absolutely wonderful. Now you guys can go back to the base. And we're gonna also send the fleets back back home. Which is this guy here. Alright, you can move to Singapore or wherever you want to. I don't think they have something to repair because they actually haven't fought any battle. Now let's see what our navy production is doing. I think we might have some new... Yes, but we're just gonna need more ships if you want to assign them. And we should make some money now. Right, theoretically we should attack Republic of Africa, which is super powerful right now. I think they're having more and more puppet states. Also Zimbabwe. What is Zimbabwe? Yeah, there's also a puppet state of them. Almost everyone is a puppet state of them. And I think they're increasing their influence, trying to annex them. So we're in October 2039. I don't think that we're gonna make it. We will have to wait anyway until the next elections. As I said, in Portugal we're gonna get more political power. Let's expand the west then and build some more network infrastructure. Let's see how we're doing with unemployment. 68% is better. And we got a new type of rocket. Now let's get back here and let's see if there is something else left to research, except for the ships, of course. Regarding airplanes, yeah, that might be, but it's just taking a lot of time. But it's not going to be any better. I think I'm going to go with one of them. If it's going to take a lot of time, I don't care. And we got the new type of cruise missile, I think. Let's go on that. How about building? Yeah, we're still building some stuff here. Some airplanes, which are some airfields. This is very important. Can increase influence 7. Yeah, let's do it. 7 billion is not a big deal. And we have our enormous fleet here, the biggest fleet of the European Union right here in Singapore. But if there is no one else left to pacify, we could also rebuild. We can also add some more land forts in Germany. That's alright with me. There is no one else left to pacify because all these guys are part of NATO. And NATO is now a big nation, a big alliance. Also, oh, wait a minute, we can request garrison support from the Japanese. That's great, 961,000. That is fantastic. Absolutely great. Now we're gonna have a foreign support of 4.19 million. But of course we also got a lot of manpower and equipment, so we don't have any problem with that at all. We'll have to wait until April 2041 in order to get through elections. That way we're gonna be able to expand even farther. And I think that our last objective is going to be basically only Africa. And after we're gonna take Africa, I don't think I'm gonna expand any farther because we're done with this game. I mean, theoretically we can expand farther, but I'm not gonna do it because I think that we have expanded enough. Air mission efficiency 7% and air attack by 5%. This is also very important. Upgrade communication network. We're gonna go with that very fast, very fast. That will be the plan, and after that we might be able to play another campaign, possibly with Germany. I'm thinking of playing an alternative history with Germany, like sweating away from the Republic and overthrowing the Republic in Germany, coming up with a nationalist or monarchist govern, and expand any further. See if you're gonna be able to do this. We'll see about that. But that would be the plan for a future campaign. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions for a future campaign that we should play at Hearts of Iron 4, write it down below in the commentaries and we'll see what we can do about that. Alright, so we have another research here. We're just gonna move in the same area. We're gonna stay in the same area. We're gonna move on with superconducting tanks, all sources of power 5%. We got already a lot of power and fossil fuel. We're taking 830,000 fossil fuel and consuming 17. See that we are consuming some fuel. I don't understand why, because we're not patrolling and we're not exercising. So generally speaking, our next attack will be in Africa. That's why because we cannot declare any war right now because we got the Democrats in power. So that's why. But a good point is that we're making. Okay, we're gonna land this as well. We're just making more stuff. We're making more money, and we're expanding any farther. This is really great. Now, I also have to be careful with our influence. Let's just see. We could decrease autonomy to Iraq and Iran, and also reduce autonomy in Russia. Combat foreign influence, that we have to do at any cost. And we can do something here as well. Let's just increase the popularity of these guys. Labor unions. We're gonna do this as well. And I'm gonna try to focus on digital era or digitalization because we have one more choice to make. I think the biggest influence in our nation is led by Russia. Let's see, this is true. 10%. Okay, well this is a lot. It's because they are investing without any break. That's why also our independence is going down. We will also attack independence from Russia. Let's just do this. They're not going to be happy, but frankly I don't care. And now we're losing money again, but I think we're still making a little bit. So we now propose trade agreement. And we got new heavy planes. That's good. Update mobility, mobile air defense system. This is also important. Let's call it that. 30 days. And we're in December 2039. We have a huge influence in Iran. In fact, the influence is so big so that we could target other influence. But the best thing that we can do is to reduce their autonomy. I think it's also the most important thing that we can do. I think that these guys are increasing. Let's just increase popularity of our favorite party of now the People Party. And it's not gonna increase. It's still gonna be at 16.5. Another investment from Russia. Let's accept it. Right. Theoretically, we could declare war on someone that caused a war tension. And if you can do this, maybe I'd like to do it right now. But as you can see, it's impossible. Because they didn't cause war tension, so we cannot declare war on them. Just a waste of time to try or to search. Whatever, but at one point we will attack them. And, right, isn't that Sudan is also part of NATO? That's interesting. Eritrea is independent yet. We could expand through Ethiopia, but we're gonna have to take care of all of our borders all over the place. Also here, Tunisia and Algeria, they are also puppet states. They cannot break free. It's incredible how South Africa has so much political power and money, but so much political power so they can keep so many puppet states and reduce their autonomy all at once and annex some of them from time to time. This is just incredible. They must have an incredible political power gain at like plus 100 per day or something. Wait a minute, I think we're not doing anything with our... Okay, let's just spy on these guys now then. Cybersecurity, we got it. Where is their capital? I think in Pretoria. Yeah, let's just build first of all spy network and then we'll see what we can do. Let's see what they got here. Next, they got elections. Look at this non-aligned outlook. This is in Kahama Freedom Party, non-aligned outlook. Alright. Western outlook, we could try to persuade them to become Western with our spy. Let's just see. Can we do this now? Boost ideology. A local to support of a local boost the support of a local political party, ideology gain. Right, I'm not sure. Western outlook, yeah, we're gonna try to boost this anyway. Or Salafist, but Salafist we're not gonna have any chance here. We could still, however, try to do that anyway. And in fact we can do this with many other spies. That way, propaganda is also cool. Root out resistance, control trade, diplomatic pressure. Your faction and non-aggression pact. Well, I don't think this will bring something. What about quiet intel network? Oh man, what did I just did? Alright, whatever. Propaganda I think is also important. So no quiet stuff. Root out resistance. Infiltrate resistance movements in friendly territory to disrupt. Control trade, trade opinion, we don't need this. Diplomatic pressure, we also don't need this. I think boosting ideology of Salafists is gonna be interesting, and propaganda, so I'm gonna do both. Boost ideology. Salafists. Propaganda. Because you don't need to steal anything from them, right? Oh, Salafists should increase a lot, but we'll see if this is gonna happen. And some might be caught, but I don't care. Salafist outlook. Alright, let's go. Now all the spies are busy. We don't have any spies that is at home. I think this is also a bit problematic. Could be. We'll see. Now I'm curious to see how things will change here. These guys are at their puppet state, of course. We'll see how this will change. If it will change. And expand in the northeast, let's do it. Now we cannot westernize anyone anymore. We're already in December, we're not even in 2040. Let's go on. There is still a lot to be done here. Foreign influence, 87%. Yeah, because Russians are expanding a lot in our country. Actually, maybe I should stop this. So, national focus completed. We're gonna move on with update network communication. This is very, very important. Upgrade. We've got a new type of strategic bomber. As you can see, we're done here. I'm just gonna focus on industry because there are just a few things more left to research. I got a new type of strategic bomber that I'm not gonna upgrade. I'm just gonna replace. There you go. 2035 strategic bomber. This one must be good. We're not gonna need that many attack helicopters. We've got enough. And that's it. And we are in January 2040. One more year until elections, and then we're gonna declare, I think, maybe the biggest war from this campaign. Alright, so they are really building up something here. Montenegro, but no one cares about Montenegro. Now, we cannot see what the percent is, but I think that the salaries will start increasing. Maybe. And I'm not sure what their stability and war support is. How many divisions do they have, by the way? Oh my god, 270 divisions. As I said, it's going to be difficult, but not impossible. African elections. Here. Next election, 2044. Yeah, they got next election, so they have been re-elected. Until 2044, I'm not sure that there will be any new elections here. Let's decrease autonomy basically to all of them. Because we got plenty of influence on them. That's why we're also influencing them. Now the investment from Russia. And we're making political power. I think we're gonna definitely need more. The EPP is increasing. We might have them re-elected, but I'm gonna have to overthrow them. And then we're gonna settle the things down with the Africans. Alright, things are moving forward. Now, in order to be able to do something here, we're gonna need more political power, like really a lot. By the way, the one that we might attack might be Ethiopia. So let's just justify against them as well. And just in case that we're gonna also go at war with all these guys, I should justify. We should just search and break their cyber all over the place, except for Morocco. It doesn't seem that Morocco is in any faction. I think they got their independence. So it's not going to be necessary against Morocco. Let's just get it out. Against Ethiopia, Algeria, Nigeria, and many other of their nations. Mozambique, Madagascar. And once we're going to go to war, we're just going to use them one by one in order to have a great bonus against them. That would be really awesome. Now our independence is huge again, one of a sudden, 95%, that's great. Public sector. Now, change the probability of the western -2. Yeah, this is good. We're gonna need to decrease it a little bit, 25%. Now the people still not gonna grow. A new investment from Russia. Let them invest, because by investing this should decrease our unemployment, which is huge, is 68%. Upgrade communication network. That's good. And I think that we can move on back to, there you go, there we are. Future of the Air Force. This focus have no effect. Implement real-time data sharing. Integrate WAF digital reconnaissance. Initiated by Bundeswehr by 2. Right, we're gonna do this later. We're gonna have to go to transform. They're gonna give us transforming army, which will have a lot of bonuses. Investing in the army, and we'll also invest in our fleet as well. Right, but let's get back to economy in the meantime. That's right. And at economy, as you can see, we have researched almost everything. There is nothing else left to research right now. We could go all the way to this spot. I think this is the only one left available. There is nothing else left anyway. So we gotta do it. Let's just do it. Let's go with increase mining sector funds. This is going to increase popularity of European People's Party, but I don't care. Let's do it. I didn't really want it to do this in the beginning, but so I want to see the Salafist here growing. That would be really great, and they're gonna lose more. I'm not sure that we can see their stability and war support. It seems not. Italy asked for a debt bailout, 8,000. No, I don't even have enough money to do this. We're in February 2040, and we're heading towards 2041 in new elections. A new investment from Russia. They want to build another office sector. Okay, let's do it. Want to shut down on the, yeah, let's shut it down. Soviet Empire.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made an unannounced visit to northern Gaza. The Israeli government released this video footage showing him Israel cast.
10th of March. Special forces completed. I'm not sure. Fusion reactors. I'm not sure what kind of bonus this will bring us. Grand Montenegro bailout 17 billion. Let's do it because we got plenty of money. And we got the Frigate 2040. We're gonna move on with Stealth Frigate. And we're gonna have built 5 frigates. 5 frigates will do. I think we got anyway a big fleet enough. Or big enough fleet. Increase mining sector funds, that's good. Increase mining sector funds. I'm gonna go on with minor advertisements campaign. Is gonna give us more population and appeal of small and medium business owners. 45 days. Oh, this one is also increasing towards leading culture in European Union. I think it's a good idea. Still Corvette. That's good. Let's just move on with something from here. Because we have researched enough ships. Now let's have better ships. Also 5 stealth corvettes. Let's decrease the popularity of them. Of course, it's not gonna help much. These guys will increase, but I hope that our guys will increase also. Now the People Party. We'll see if they're gonna get elected in 2041, right? Because this is when we're gonna have elections, 2041 in April, in exactly 1 year. But time is moving on fast. We're also making a bit of money, so this is great. And basically we're just influencing China and some other nations even more. You see, they're gonna manage to break free. It seems that Iraq might be able, and Soviet Empire as well. Just gonna reduce their autonomy, or try to reduce autonomy. We could also combat foreign influence again. Now let me just check what is the infrastructure here, because we're gonna need. Oh, we got no infrastructure. Because we're gonna need infrastructure here, because we will send our troops, and we're gonna have to make sure that we're gonna do a good job here. Also in the desert. In Egypt. And also some ports, of course, will be great. And railways. Railways are very important. So let's build some. Especially around here. Why can't we build them here? Because it's not our territory, or why? I don't understand. Why can't we just... Now we can build them. Oh, whatever. But we can actually build them. Alright, and some supply hubs, of course. Alright, that's enough. Let's just build all these things here, because this is where we're gonna start launching our offensive. And it's not gonna be easy to fight in Africa. It has never been, but I think that we're gonna do a great job. Oh my goodness, the Salafis start increasing drastically. Popularity 8.8% because of our bloody spies. This is great. We could launch a coup, but for that we're gonna need more influence here. Attempt coup here. Turn into puppet. Well, we're not gonna do this. Investment from Poland. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah, but once they're gonna increase even more, I think that some nasty events are gonna happen, and they might launch and a rebellion themselves, I think. Torpedo 2045. Alright, this is good. This was right here. So we're gonna move on with VLS Surface to Air Missile 2045. This is also a great thing that we should research. Okay, let's support this part a little bit more. 17.1, this is good. It's better than nothing. And also making a lot of money, but we're gonna need to make even much more money. We got the investment of 26 billion. April 2040, so we have less. There is less than a year until we're gonna launch our major last offensive of the campaign. Actually, minor advertisement campaign. That was a good one as well. So let's move on with increased mining output. It's gonna give us a bonus on excavation tech, although we have nothing else to research regarding excavation. Our last offensive is going to be great. It's going to be massive. In the meantime, we're gonna get some manpower. This is good by waiting. We're gonna get some manpower, and we're also gonna get some equipment. So I think this is a good job. Let's just check the conscription. So we have large military spending. We could go to small military spending, but of course we don't need that. Increasing military spending is not going to give us anything but more manpower. And we don't need this because we got plenty of it. So no point in changing the law there. Russian election, motherland re-elected. I think they broke free. Oh shit, Russia broke free. Yeah, they broke free. We have a puppet. We have a casus belli against them. Increased autonomy. Yeah, they are now very powerful. We actually don't need to influence them, actually. But we still got manpower, right? Has expeditionary force. We still got manpower from them, so I think that's good. I mean, some divisions. That's good. So that they got nothing else left to. Was this 37? 37. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, well, that's it. But they're still part of NATO, and I think that we're still gonna have a good relationship with them. Now we could reduce autonomy in Iran and Iraq. And Iran seems that they might also be able to break free soon. So let's attack them. We didn't manage to keep Russia at bay. No, they are part of NATO. Oh no, they are calling back. They are going back to Russia. That is not good. Okay, let's see. So we got 40. They're gonna have more division. Now we got less division because it took a lot from them. 847. Well, this is not that bad. I mean, we could recruit a lot more, but we don't really need them. Investment, yeah, let's accept it. So we're still recruiting this PMC battalion, private mercenary company Wagner battalion. 10 out of 20. We still got a lot of divisions anyway, so this is not a problem. I think more and more Russian divisions will be called back, honestly. But as I said, this is not a problem at all. Okay, let's just watch the situation in Africa. Because once the Salafists will come in power, this will change a lot, and they already have 15% they are growing because of our spies. They are doing a great job. Request a larger budget? Nope. Return expeditions. Yeah. They are returning all of their forces. Okay. Let's just check. So making manpower so fast. They got 17% the Salafist. Yeah, I just actually wanted to check. Okay, so we are trying to break the cipher of many other African nations with whom we're gonna be at war, most probably. Increase mining output, this is also good. I'm gonna move forward. Let's go on with Samson Pit. It's gonna give us some resources in Jackson. I think we got plenty of resources. You're gonna take a look here. We're also importing some stuff. But I think not too much, and we got anyway. Here, for example, we're not importing anything. We got plenty of steel. We're importing some gold, is this? Precious metals, yeah, from Soviet Empire. Although we got plenty of it. I mean, we got plenty of it, especially steel and fossil fuel. 677,000 per day, we're consuming 16,000. We're doing great. Now, as you can see, we got less divisions because they have called their troops back. But it doesn't matter, we're still having a big army. Actually, everywhere. Those Russian divisions helped us taking out North Korea, China, Taiwan, and Singapore. I mean, Singapore no, but Taiwan. So I'm trying to finish this campaign in this episode, but I'm not quite sure we're gonna make it. What's this here? Deutsche Telekom. Okay, this is good. More encryption. German education reforms. Privatization post 2. DHL. Okay, so we got some major bonuses down here that are here to stay. Pax Occidentalis. We're supposed to make more political power now. But I said we're still influencing Russia. We don't need to do this. Let's get this out. And let's see if you can increase the popularity of this party. Nope, but we can go down with this guy's popularity. Now, of course, the European popularity, European People Party is now the best position here. And I said that Iran will break free even if we are influencing them. They are increasing autonomy. We have huge influence on them. Well, not that big. We can reduce again their autonomy. We'll see if this is going to bring something. I think Iran will also manage to break free. It just seems that we don't have enough power to keep them. Solomon Islands. Chinese threat, but there is no China. Which Chinese threat? There is no China. Okay, look at this biosystems FW. 1000 days gonna take to research. Because we are basically way ahead of time with them. Like a lot. Okay, let's just check here again. Let's see what's going on in Kenya. All puppet state of Republic of Africa. We're seeing that the Salafists are having 20%. I think at one point the Salafists will not grow anymore. They're gonna grow to a maximum level, but not grow beyond 20%. They have 281 divisions, which means more divisions. And they got a lot of forces from all of their puppet states. Agent captured. Okay, now we have some problem. I didn't expect this. What is this doing here? Boosting Salafist. Yeah. So we're gonna have to send him back. Boosting ideology, no. We're gonna have to send him back because we need one spy in Berlin, right? Alright. And we should be able to rescue. Now we could basically send anyone, but alright. So it has been caught, but I hope we're gonna be able to rescue. But the investment from Russia. Office sector, yeah, let's do it. Let's invest as much as possible from Russia, that's alright. Salafists are growing to 21%, suppress subjects. African Union reforms. Just very interesting to play with South Africa. Take a look at the bonuses they have. African nuclear armament. But they might also have nuclear weapons, while we don't have. So we got the Samsung Pit mining upgrade. Then move with the next with the Rammelsberg mines. It's gonna give us even more resources. It's going to take over 2 months to research, but we're gonna go on with it. You see that Botswana is not their puppet state. Now they don't seem to have too much influence. We're gonna take a look. Zimbabwe 100%. Zambia 100%. They don't have too much influence on their puppet states. Vietnam. At this here they got a lot because I think they're focusing on one nation, and they're gonna influence them, and they're gonna annex them, and then they're gonna go to the next. I understand that strategy. I was trying to do the same strategy with the Vatican, for example, but it just didn't work. I mean, we just couldn't increase it because somehow our influence decreased over time or something. Alright, let's activate that. No larger budget. And we're influencing basically not right now only Iran. Now can decrease their independence even more. And it still seems that Iran might break free. They are focusing on that, increasing autonomy. That's all they do. They got nothing else left to research, but increase their autonomy, and they also don't have a very good relationship with United States of Europe. I think it's because of the wars that we have. I just think so. Oh man, isn't that alright? But we got some other operatives here. Take a look at this. Skill 4. Veteran. I think he has been killed or something.
Visited one of the worst hit areas overnight in Croydon, in South London, where huge fires burned.
Well, we're gonna choose this dude. And let's see what can we do. So this one is in progress, another one has been killed. Let's also increase the Salafist, right? Yeah, let's increase the Salafist. Boost the ideology of the Salafist. There you go. We're gonna try to attack Africans with everything we got. So they got 22%. Now, many nations will not be happy if the Salafists will be elected next time, for example, because they think they're gonna remain in power, or they're gonna start a coup. It might be a total chaos in Africa. Not sure if we will have time in April to start our long-awaited invasion of the South Africans. Now, all of our spies are busy here, so I don't have to do anything else to infiltrate something. And we got suddenly more and more stuff here. This is just great. Gonna force combat foreign influence. I mean, why not? We've got so much political power. We can do this. We also got money, which means that we could increase again. Hang on a second, I'm gonna do this. What is this here? Oh, okay, they are all in second place. Let's see if we can increase now the people. A little bit, that's okay. So it's gonna be emerging outlook, propaganda, emerging outlook propaganda campaign. Let's go on with it. I'm not sure this is gonna bring something. It's gonna give us less. Oh man, this is a huge loss. I didn't know this is gonna be so bad. Trying to increase emerging outlook propaganda campaign for the next elections, but it is what it is. Gonna have to move on now. What else can we do? Nothing for now. But at least we got a lot of political power. This is actually great. And this popularity should increase a lot. This would help a lot by the next elections. And I'm not gonna make any other experiments. I mean, it's gonna be very important to have those guys elected. It's gonna be very, very important. So I'm gonna focus on that alone. And we got a new type of mines in October. Proposed trade agreement. Yeah, let's go on. See what kind of other mine bonuses we can get. So we're gonna try to get everything we can from this. Gunsten mines. More metal production in Byron. And we got another spy that has been caught. What is the matter here? They're all being caught. Was this attempting to save her? No. But why can't we do anything with him? Ah, there you go, here. Now he has arrived in Berlin. Alright, cool. I can also boost propaganda campaign for... Boost ideology. Boost ideology is good. Also in Pretoria for Salafist. Let's go on. We need to make sure that the Salafist will increase. They got 22%, not enough. But they are just capturing our spies. Which means that this is very dangerous what they are doing. But it is interesting. And wait a minute. So both of them have been saved. Now I'm gonna send this guy here to make propaganda. It's gonna decrease stability and so on. Not sure it's gonna work, but let's try it anyway. Party re-elected in Poland. We could infiltrate and then steal some technology from them, but I don't think this is gonna help. Okay, let's see what our ships are doing. Our ship production. Oh yes, this is big. Let's just send it. Create a new fleet then. Alright. Oh, wait a minute, but this one seemed to be a very small fleet. Whatever. This one also in Orkney. Must be in northern Scotland. Alright. Yeah, but we're gonna be prepared. In fact, I think I'm gonna send this dude to patrol all over the place. As I said, the war with Africa is going to be a very interesting one. We're just gonna have to make sure that they're not gonna be able to invade us around here, because we got in total a lot of divisions. We're gonna summarize. If we're gonna sum all these nations, 6722, we might have some difficulties here. So basically, we're just gonna have to send the guys to patrol all the place, so they're not gonna be able to invade us, and I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them. We're gonna have to break them like through here, but not only. We're gonna have to launch. We're gonna have to launch an invasion not only from here, but also across the sea here in northern Africa. This is gonna be very important, and then perhaps launch some other invasions. We already have a fleet and a unit here, Panzer Brigade. we've upgraded the equipment with our own. And we're in November. We're still influencing Iran, but I think that they still might want to break free. And we're losing so much money again, it's just insane, simply because of this propaganda campaign. Yeah, they're just about to break free, but you see that they're not gonna make it. Oh yes, these guys are really increasing. Can I just give them a push? Just a little bit, but this is great. You see that they're gonna be elected. It's going to be absolutely great. And I'm not gonna have to research that thing when the Kaiser will come in power. Not just yet. Still Frigate Hall. Alright, we're gonna move on then. And we got a new type of ship, the Frigate. We're gonna create 5 of them, I don't want many. I think 5 is good. Another investment from Russia, office sector, let's accept it. Wait a minute, what kind of nation is that is asking? These guys must be, yeah, there you go. So we have relatively good influence, but Egypt is having even more, very high interest rate. So I think it wouldn't help if you would have helped them with the money. I think it wouldn't have changed anything. Let's decrease popularity of these dudes even more. Okay, it has increased of the other guys. That's great. Now if I'm gonna do it farther, I don't think it's gonna help. I'm just gonna wait. Let me just increase to this man here. No, it's not gonna happen anything. All right, but it's still all right. I mean, we're doing fine. I think we're just ready for the next elections. And I just hope that we're gonna get back. I think I might want to... Alright, so it's looking a little bit better now with the money. I think I might want to make another... okay, December. To make another money... Induce influence. I think I want to print some more money. It's gonna be 7 billion. This is great. 16. Alright, let's see. Now we got 16 billion having printed the money. And it's gonna decrease productivity, but it's not gonna be such a big problem. Alright, so regarding the strategy in attacking Africa, is gonna be, of course, that we're gonna have to attack it from here, that is without a doubt. And also gonna have to secure the sea in this area. I mean, like, with ships. And airplanes, I will see what we're gonna do with airplanes. We're gonna send ships almost everywhere. We're gonna have to encircle Africa. This is gonna be very important. We're gonna have a big loss in fuel, but frankly, it doesn't really matter. We got a maximum of 3,000 factories. We're still building some infrastructure in the Red Sea. So we got Grunten mines. Okay, we're gonna have another. We're gonna have lately this new Spera plant, more civilian industry. Basically, we're gonna have a lot of resources. We're gonna go down with this path. So let's go on the Glassenbach mines. Another 2 months until February. Can we reduce autonomy in Iraq, in Iran again, or are they gonna? Yeah, I think they're gonna break free. But we're not influencing them, and why not? Because they want to influence them. Got 6.9. I'm not sure. Are we influencing them at all? Oh, it doesn't. It was. If it would have influenced Iran, it would have been appeared here. But I think we're not doing. I think I'm gonna let them go, honestly, because I think that this doesn't bring anything. If they are going to get free or to break free, then let them do so. So we cannot increase any further, but if we're gonna decrease to these guys, they are not growing, the other guys will grow. There's the problem. But as you can see, we can decrease this popularity at maximum. We're gonna try to make a government from now the People Party with some other dudes. I think that would be a good strategy. Alright, so in January 2041. Okay, we're gonna try to increase our stability even further, although we have a lot of stability. We don't have to worry about that, honestly, right now. I'm just waiting to gain more. Reduce autonomy in Kyrgyzstan. Okay, so there's nothing much else left to be done here as far as I can see. We can lend these again, this from Russia. I think we're gonna have to spend some money for that, but we will gain some bonuses, I guess. And rebuild fortifications. Yeah, let's rebuild them. And I would also like to fabricate even more rockets like this type, and even more satellites. Yeah, it's gonna be costly, but it's going to be just necessary to have all those satellites being operated. So, because we're gonna need to have more satellites on there. Investment from Italy, we're gonna accept it. I don't think this is gonna be a big toll on our independence. Let's just check. We could combat foreign influence, but I don't think that it is necessary to do that. And we're still having emerging outlook propaganda campaign. This should gives us a little bit more stuff here. Let's see if we can. We have increased a little bit more. That's great. And I guess I should also reduce the popularity of this party again. And unfortunately, we didn't get any bonus out of it. No, we're not getting any bonus just yet. We're in January. In just a few months, we're gonna have elections, and we're gonna see if we're gonna attack further on or not. Now, this mod, I mean, this campaign is heading to an end very soon. Maybe we'll see. So we got one guy that has been caught. Is this one here? But we can send this woman to save him. There you go. Now let's see what the situation is in Africa with Salafists. Oh yes, they got 25%. Now this is not, of course, challenging for the ruling party, but it's pretty big. I'm starting having some money as well. But I think that this propaganda campaign was very, very useful, because now we got a lot. And now they're gonna start going down, but I think they're still gonna get elected. Even if they're not gonna get elected, they're gonna have the possibility to form a new government. And this is gonna be great. Want to shut down Islamists. Okay, what are we doing here with the Constitution? Isn't everything is going fine? Department status 45 out of 50. 40 out of 50 and 34. Yeah, they're doing good. I mean, with our Constitution, we're just doing great. And this guy is having more and more nations. Basically, all of Africa has been united by South Africa. They're like some kind of confederation or some kind of federation or something under one ruler, and they have sent a lot of divisions to South Africa in order to be very well defended. But we're gonna break that very soon. Just gonna have to get to elections, and this is going to change immediately. Alright, let's just research some more bonuses for our mines, such as the Ruhr mines. This is gonna give us a lot of productivity and resources. We're gonna have very soon a lot of new bonuses. I would also like to reduce autonomy, but unfortunately we're not influencing Iran as I wanted to. Now we're doing it because of from some reasons the auto influence function is disappearing. It's being erased, and they're not gonna notice that. So Iran could break free just as Russia did. Yeah, the Russians are very powerful now. They got even more divisions, 103 divisions. But they are part of NATO. I don't think they're gonna do something else. Theoretically, they could justify war goal and attack someone, but I don't think that they will do it. Now, we are having a war goal on the Soviet Empire, as you can see. So we could theoretically attack them, but unfortunately, I wouldn't like to do that, because if we do, as you can see, we cannot even do it. Because we're not allowed to, because we're in the same faction with them. If I would go out of NATO, then I could attack them. This is how it looks like. And although we are influencing Iran, we're still gaining a lot of political power. Yeah, this is great. I mean, we're getting, and we can now reduce also their autonomy, 8.2. This is great. Let's reduce autonomy, and we combat foreign influence again. That's great. Okay, we're just gonna move forward towards, but I don't think this is good. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna move forward towards cultural purity, less research speed, less net migration rate, monthly productivity growth is going to decrease, interest rate is going to decrease if we're gonna go too far away, so I'm gonna have to be careful with that. Now we could promote cultural exchange programs. Daily pro-Western support is going to be increased. No, we don't need this right now. And these guys, oh man, no, they are getting again. They're increasing again. And we're at 20. And we're increasing them, but now if you're gonna decrease these guys, now they're gonna increase, but we're gonna have some other parties that will increase anyway. Doesn't look good, but I think that we're still gonna be able to form government in April. We're just gonna have to wait 1 more month. No, 2 months actually, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. In the meantime, let's just get some more political power before something is going to change. Multi-ethnic state, yes it is. Healthcare reform. Suez Canal Authority. I think we're doing very fine here. Italian election, Silvio Berlusconi. If you can imagine that Silvio Berlusconi is still alive in 2041, he was supposed to be like 160 years old or so. This is a bug, I guess, doesn't really work well. And I think that the European People Party is extremely powerful. Alliance of Autocrats, but I think that the NPP is now in power. You know, I would also thinking that I should launch another propaganda campaign in order to make sure that everything will be alright. Let's see if we can do this on emerging. Of course, we're gonna start losing again. Actually, I could go on extraordinary elections. I could have done this and changed the situation immediately. But I guess that now it's too late. I mean, I can wait one more month. We're gonna get elected anyway. Industrial conglomerates, less tax rate. We're not gonna do this. So the Latino guy asks if we started in 2017. We started in 2000. If you're gonna watch the beginning of this Let's Play, you're gonna see that. We started in 2000. So we're playing this campaign since like forever. This is a marathon here. Oh no, another agent has been captured. It's terrible. But this is the work in Republic of Africa. It's not easy. At least you're gonna see the Salafists are increasing here. Right, let's see. So, oh, this is not looking good. We got two that have been captured. Now we're gonna have to send another one. But we cannot save both of them. We are rescuing one, and then we're gonna rescue the next. We cannot just rescue two operatives in the same time that have been captured in the same country. I think that you are not able to do that. My god, we're losing a lot of money. I didn't expect this. Anyway, let's see. European Treasury. It doesn't matter. We're gonna prioritize because we got anyway a lot of stability, so we can afford to lose some. Been unable to automatically repeat or write that. We don't even need that. What exactly happened here? So we got one free, two they are free. I don't know. This was such a strange bug. I don't even want to explain it. Just whatever. Propaganda. Let's accept this. Boost ideology of the Salafist. Good. I don't want to explain that bug. It just important is that it happened. Alright, rude minds. Ramsberg mining expansion is gonna give us more precious metals. How are we doing here? 20%. Let's just see if we can just increase it. 20.6. We could decrease the European Party, the PP. I'm not even sure where they are. Oh, they are here, non-aligned. Why can we do this? Is not in ruling. They are in ruling coalition. What about the EGP? Wherever they are. EGP, what's that? European Green Party, but they're not even here. They are also in the ruling party, so we cannot do anything just now. We'll see who's gonna win the election then, because it's happening right now. Oh, give me a break, man. They're just being captured all the time, but thank God that I got a guy at home that can go and save them. This one here. No, we're not gonna repeat it, but we're gonna try to save her. And I'm gonna have to increase our forces. So we still have But no, you know what? We're gonna use our own forces because we got so many units, so why not? Let's just use our own forces then. What about here? So we're still trying to break the cipher. Unfortunately, it's gonna take forever. We could use it against Africa anyway right away. Because we're gonna have to prepare for the Great War, the greatest war of this campaign. Now, let me just send some Marines. Wait a minute. Because we have recruited some new Marines down there. There you go, there they are. I'm gonna send only 2. And I would like to send also some airborne units. And also some special forces. This special forces division. Now this might be... What kind of division is that? A Hungarian division? Maybe. Doesn't matter, we're gonna send Hungarian divisions and special forces wherever we can. Our armies are anyway big enough in order to fight the Africans. Once the war will start, we're just gonna fight it. Cavalry regiment here on the European army as well. A panzer brigade, because most of these divisions, most of these armies were consisting of Russian units, and now the Russian has independence, they have called their troops back. And a panzer brigade as well. I think this is definitely German panzer brigade, as far as I can see. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Got some Chinese light tanks. Right, so I think we're gonna be prepared in case that the war will start. I mean, we got 800 divisions. We got anyway more troops than they have, that's for sure. Election campaign, let's go. Now let's see if I can somehow... No, I cannot influence them anymore. But we're gonna win anyway. I mean, in just a few days, and we're gonna win this. Attack, change of popularity of emerging, and no, we're gonna refrain. Another agent has been captured. The same thing here, we got 2 agents captured, and rescue is in progress, I think, for both of them. Not quite sure, but it is possible. We're losing, however, way too much money, and wants to shut down. Yeah, let's shut it down. Poland attacks our independence, and we are still influencing Iran, but yeah, we can reduce their autonomy. They are, I think, just about to break free. However, I'm not sure they're gonna make it. And we're still having all the propaganda campaign. That is good. Now let's see if I can increase the popularity of these guys. No, 20.7. That's the maximum of it. I'm investing in it, but it's just not helped. Not helping. Coalition re-elected. We're gonna activate form new government. It's true they say Ursula von der Leyen is the best. No, we're gonna make new government. And now let's see. So we're gonna give up to these guys, right? They will try instead. This is exactly what I was looking for. Give up. Let now the people try, and we're gonna invite all of them. I think that all of them will refuse, but it doesn't really matter. National coalition partners. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And I would like to invite somebody else. We've got only 22%. Provisional government of Hezbollah. What is the matter? Did we form the government? No, we still got here form new government. No, we don't need this. Provisional government of British territory. No, no, no. They shouldn't just break free. They all want to break free. Pakistan, Hong Kong. So we're not gonna... because we haven't fight for nothing. But I don't understand what is going on, because we are just... we can remove... no. We're just gonna leave it, so as you can see, we're just gonna have to wait 28 days. And then we're gonna have this guy, Alexis Tsipras, left-wing radical. Now the people in party. In power. The problem is that only they were losing a lot of money with this, way too much. And we have invalid idea, stable society. United States of Europe first. It's because these guys have been elected, right? So we gain a lot of Macedonia. We gain a lot of penalties because of that. That is the problem. Right, so we could remove them, of course. Remove Alliance for Freedom, but I'm not gonna do it because we have now alliance with them. Railway guns 2045. We're gonna move on with anti-air missiles. $18 days left, and I think this guy is gonna stay in power. Then we're gonna be able to do our job. Central African Republic. Now we're making a little bit better with money, but man, we lost so much in order to get these guys elected. I can afford to lose more. Sorry for that. We can afford to lose more money. We're gonna need this money.
He has been in power since 2016.
CDU corruption. Condemn the behavior. EPP is going to decrease in popularity, and we got another bonus here. Let's go on. What about here? 700 days. No. Anti-vessel missiles 328. Let's go on. 2045 or so, and 2041, so that's okay to research it. And I think central banks of United States of warns a possible housing bubble. No effect now. I don't care. And one day we're gonna have it. We don't have the majority, but it seems that we're gonna be alright. And we got now this leftist in power that this leftist are in power. We also decreased in stability. This is dangerous a little bit here. What we're doing is politics. I think they're gonna start increasing anyway. Form government failed, but I think that we're gonna stay in power anyway. We're gonna have a tiny coalition here, which doesn't have the majority. -5. We're not gonna do this. Alright, let's see if we can... Yes, we can go through this. Okay, so we have some time. These guys are staying in power. Let's see what can we do with this links here, with this leftist, right? So first of all, we're gonna go with this thing here. It's gonna increase their popularity in the first place. The left. And then we'll see. I think that the Democrats will still be re-elected next time. But first of all, I want to get with these guys forward. And another good thing is that we can launch a possible attack against Ethiopia. Justify war goal. I was certain about that. They get a good opinion of us, but it doesn't matter. And we're gonna go to war with all of Africa. Gonna make sure that we're gonna take this province, for example. Let's go. And we're gonna be over in November 2041. So until then, we're gonna have to put our troops into combat position, because I think we're gonna go to war with all of them. So we're gonna have a big bloody war. All I need is the Marines in the nearby areas, but I think that our main common border with them is in this area, of course. And then we're gonna also have to send the ships so that they're not gonna invade us. Maybe they might open, of course. They might open some few more. If you're gonna have all of them as an enemy, more front lines, but we'll see about that. Anyway, so let's see. Now, here in Africa, I'm gonna send this dude to take care of the situation. And we're gonna focus on attacking here. There are many different nations, that's why. We'll see if they're gonna also take attrition. Now, I'm gonna send also a part of these guys. Oh, this looks very strange, does it? Alright, because all of them are united, right? And we're gonna have to get rid of all of them, just in case that they're gonna jump up at war with us, because I think they will. Right, and as you can see, it doesn't seem... Of course, we're also gonna have some battles here, and in that case scenario, we're gonna try to invade in Northern Africa with all of marines and fleets and so on. They could only invade us in Spain, but it's not gonna work, of course. We got more troops than they have. They can arrive with everything they got. And we're gonna try to invade them through here and move forward. It seems that we can get through the desert. It's going to be very difficult, of course, but we're gonna make it. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure we're gonna do it. They could, of course, also attack us in here and everywhere. But our first commitment is going to be down here. And is this going to happen in November? So let's see what's going to come out of it. Let's get our troops first in position. We are ready for a total out war with Africa. That is going to happen in November. But if you're gonna take one nation after the other, this is gonna be also alright with me. Although I'm pretty sure that all of them will join the war. It's gonna be all out of total war. In fact, it might be possible that I'm gonna activate NATO alliance. Because this is gonna be much fun, right? To have all of NATO at war with all of Africa. Or almost all of Africa. This might be very funny. Now the problem is that we're still losing money. I wonder why. Because we're still supporting the campaign. There's nothing else we can do here. Yeah, we're gonna have to side with the business. The labor union's opinion is going to decrease. I don't care. We're gonna have to side with the business. And the war is coming. I think this guy has lost some ships, if I'm not right, but he just redistributed them. And here comes the troops. Now I wonder if we're gonna take attrition. I hope not. Let me just do something. Let's build some more infrastructure in this area, because we're gonna definitely need it. In Africa. Alright, this is gonna be important because this is where we're gonna attack from. We also got some territories. Okay, this guy's Morocco is not in the African alliance. So I think we should be alright. Let's see. I think we should build them like very fast. Montenegro. This is going to increase our influence. That's right, let's do it. And we're still influencing Iran, but we're not able to do anything. Alright, the troops have arrived. Now. But what about here? Where are the rest of the troops? Oh, they're just moving. Okay, they're just moving through Arabia. Good. But I think that our main objective will be to advance through this area, and I think that we will do it. I think we will be able to advance everywhere here. Just gonna launch an offensive all the way up here. These guys have not been called, that's right. Able to take also Nairobi, Kenya. And then with these guys also we're gonna be, but we should be able to take Ethiopia just as I wanted to from the beginning. Good. Looking very good. We're just gonna prepare because in November the war will start. So we got the leftist. Now, what can we do here? I have to be careful because we're gonna have some major penalties. Opinion of labor unions 5, and one of 4 options will happen. Destroy fascists. I really don't really want to do that, but I go. Maybe leftist platform, socialism in Europe. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a good against militarism. Replace large military spending with sizable military spending. Well, to decrease military spending. Actually, I can do that as well. It's not such a big problem. But let's first of all go with the leftist platform in 40 days. I think that yes, of his stuff plan everywhere. This is important. Why does he has? Ah, he has glitter planes. Maybe later. And that's it. You know, 1,000 army experience. You know what that means? That we can use it to create some new more stuff. Better train, doesn't say so. APC boxer, maybe. There you go. APC Boxer. We cannot upgrade it. IFV then. We cannot upgrade the IFV. What about this one here? No, but is maximal upgraded. Of course, it's much better. What about small arms? This one above is maximal. Okay, utility vehicle. The one above is at maximum upgraded. But the man pads, I think, is not being upgraded, but okay, it can be upgraded. And the one above is better. Less reliability, but more piercing. Oh, did I do that right? It was the man pads, not the ATGM. But they are the same. No, they are not the same. Because we are already producing ATGM, we're gonna need the man pads. Why did I press that? What is the matter here? The ATGM and ATGM, they look the same, but I think this is the man pads that we have here. We got ATGM 2035. I'm gonna need the man pads, which is right here. Here, take 3.3, 2.3. So this one is better. There you go. Now we have the man pads, and ATGM is right here. And I think that we are producing already the best ATGM. Yes. And the man pads 3.3. Yeah, we have it. Transport helicopter. But where is it? Here. Cannot be upgraded. Mounted ATGM. Yeah, we have apps. Maximum upgrade. The ATGM 2035. Main battle tank. It is a maximum upgraded. Light tank. Cannot be upgraded. Self-propelled artillery. Okay, we can upgrade this. Alright. Self-propelled anti-air. Good. And MLRS 2035 must be this one here. We can also upgrade it to the maximum. This is great that we got so much experience that we have gained. Great. Now we could also upgrade the planes, but I don't think that is gonna work. And I think that we have upgraded everything that we could. Actually, the artillery we should upgrade. But here also at maximum level. And there is nothing else. Which means that right now, if you're gonna make again a lot of experience, you're not gonna be able to use it. 6.52. Yes, as you can see, a lot of divisions have arrived here. But I see that we're gonna have the upper hand here because we have an incredible army. And with this army, I think we're gonna be able to move forward. Even we're gonna have to fight in the mountains. Of course, not everywhere. They got many divisions. They also are taking attrition. Our troops are also taking attrition. I wonder why. Because this was not supposed to out, because we gonna need some more infrastructure, of course, but also build some raiders. Also short outsides and some other kind of things. Statewide defense, local supplies 15%. I guess that is very important. More supplies. What about here? Yeah, here we can also do it. Agriculture, and what else can we build? Something important. Air base. We could build an air base. Strategic fuel reserve. Yeah, let's build one as well. There. Good. Because we can build them immediately. And why not? Let's just do it. We got plenty of factories. We're gonna build this very fast. It seems the European Popular Party will be re-elected in 2045, but until then I want to get through all this researches with those guys. Want to shut down? Yeah, let's shut it down. And we're finally making money. It was a great time. Now let's just print some money, by the way, because 20 trillion genetically modified humans. Wow. We're gonna move on with construction 9. It's gonna give us some bonus for maximum factory in a state and so on. And I'm not gonna do anything else. We're just gonna have to make some more money. Now there is nothing else left to research at this point here, so I'm gonna move forward. As you can see, we have researched everything. Back to ships. Close-in weapon system. 26th of November. 16.16 million, and I think we got plenty of logistics to feed them. Now they're gonna send a lot of divisions, but they are taking attrition. Of course, we're also gonna take attrition. It's gonna be difficult for us also to advance. But the more nations we're gonna take out, the better it's gonna be. Let's see. Oh, they got a lot of divisions. They got 60 divisions or so. They're very powerful. And this is Egypt. Egypt is also having a lot of divisions. They are a puppet state of Kuwait, member of NATO. 17 divisions. Yeah, this is gonna make the game more difficult, of course. What about these dudes? 100 divisions and 50 divisions. Okay, this is also gonna be difficult here. But as I said, if we're gonna send the ships to patrol, we're gonna take care of them. They're not gonna be able to do anything. We got plenty of divisions here in Germany as well. Some of them are in here. As I said, in worst case scenario, we might be able to call NATO in case that they're gonna declare war on us. We'll see about that. If you're gonna basically call NATO in the war, then the war is gonna be over very soon, but perhaps we're not gonna reach our objectives. Right, so there's still a lot to be done here, but I think I played enough, almost 4 hours or so. So I'm gonna end it here. Now let's see what the statistic have to say. So we have made 489 points, but the US made a lot and Soviets. But we have the most units. We got 789. Republic of Africa is having almost 300. We're having almost 800 because the Russians have retreated their troops that we borrowed from them. And NATO is of course the strongest nations. There's Gulf Cooperation Council and CSTO with only one member. And the biggest fleets is that we don't have the biggest fleets. It's in Nigeria and Algeria are having very lot of fleets here. That is fantastic. Number of planes, US Soviet Empire, we got a lot of planes. Number of industries, Republic of Africa is having 1,000 civilian factories. How can that be possible? They have annexed indeed a lot of African nations. They are still doing it. That's why we have to stop them. And territory, yeah, we're leading the territory, but the Republic of Africa should also... Republic of Africa only 10. They don't have territory, but they got a lot of factories. Now this is a little bit strange. I think that their puppet states are giving them the factories or something, I don't know. Or they have invested a lot in other African nations, maybe. That's why this way they increase their influence in those states and then they annex them. I think this is one of these. Anyway, but I'm gonna end the recording here because I played enough. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you next time. So until